Hello, everybody. It is Ethan Klein coming at you live from the H3 Studios, May 21st, Wednesday. We are back out here, guys. Welcome to the show. Today's episode is sponsored by Mood. We love Mood. Thank you so much. We also love our members. Thank you. Wow, that's... Did you add, Zach? Is that real or did you add? You added. Okay. It's getting in my head a little bit. What's the first time you played it edited?
No, it really is super long.
Okay.
He's just making it even longer.
I'm questioning everything.
Yeah.
You know. So, anywho, thank you to our members for supporting us so graciously, you guys. Thank you. If you become a member, you can get Thursday members exclusive episodes. In fact, tomorrow, since I'll be taking the day off to do some work on a personal project at home, editing, the girls are convening once again for the members to have a girls episode. We're doing a tea party again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a new fashion theme this week that we're not telling yet.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to be a surprise?
Oh, yeah.
And any topic
Man.
you want to tease?
Everybody knows something's going on with Justin Haley.
Oh, you guys are getting... What? You're giving them the tea?
Yeah.
That's a No, bro. You got to save that for the show.
No, I got to save that for my girls. It's very important. And you, quite frankly, never love it as much as I need you to.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't get the right energy back.
Jeez.
At all.
Sorry.
At all.
No, we'll be excited to explain it Friday.
So anyway, if you guys want to enjoy that, last time everybody was having a ball, like actually so much fun, right? So join us tomorrow. Well, not me, but them. Tomorrow on Thursday for members. Yes. Also, summer's up, y'all. It's getting hot out there. Let's start hitting the pools. You know what I mean? Let's get them swimsuits. TeddyFresh.com. Right? Come on.
Right.
We got guys and gals.
The kids used to come up and reach in the pool.
Swim on my lap, man.
The pool.
I would get in the pool. The kids would come up, pull my
And
hair.
it get hot. I got hairy legs.
I got hairy legs. I got hairy legs. Come on, man.
I learned about kids jumping on my lap.
We shot a really fun episode yesterday. I mean, we could say what it was. People knew we were going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the... we conducted.
Indeed.
We went to the...
Things were conducted.
We went to a music studio recommended by Steve Jablonski, friend of the show, multi-talented musical genius, producer for Hollywood music. And he brought us to the super legit Hollywood sound recording place where they have a chorus there, and they, I think, generally film music for movies there. And
albums too. In fact,
albums. I thought
there was a big. Did you see some of the records on the wall? Because there was a real big one that I had to take a picture.
I didn't even notice. No.
Okay, give me just a second to pull this up. You're prepared to be impressed.
Okay. I feel like you're being silly, but we'll see.
I don't know which one Dan's referring to, but Michael Jackson recorded there. Beyonce,
Really?
Justin Bieber. Yeah.
Oh, so I forgot the other part. It's the same exact place that Justin filmed his infamous Maestro video.
Yes.
Where he's leading the orchestra.
But more importantly, we had the exact same musicians that Justin Bieber.
Yes. Same
performed with.
musicians, same place. We didn't have as many because, you know.
Oh, right. Actually,
wanna spend-
it wasn't the same place as Justin Bieber's. We weren't able to get that place.
What?
Yeah,
different room, I think.
that wasn't the place. It was a different room.
Oh, was that where they... See, they had like a whole sound stage set up for...
It looked like it.
Oh, well, a lot of them look similar, but it wasn't the same place. The real place for the same thing
So,
was...
I mean, it's the same building.
Right.
The same studio.
Right.
So why are we splitting hairs?
Because it's not. You said it was the exact same, and it wasn't the exact same.
Hey, Jesus Christ. It's close too. Same people, right?
Nah.
By the way, when I put on the headset when I was doing it, there was some playback happening that I could hear. It's the best audio I've ever heard in my life. I had to take it off because I thought for sure I was hearing it outside of the speakers.
Yeah, Love was saying the same thing when we were in the back. The speakers were so clear, it sounded like the window was open. Yeah.
I never experienced that before. I was like, what?
It's like the crispiest, cleanest sound ever.
And the surround sound was insane.
I know, it's really creepy.
Crazy, dude.
Check this out.
Zoom in, I can't read it.
See, it's Will Smith, Willennium.
Take that down, guys.
Dude, this is 2 million copies, double platinum.
Wait, can I see the track list? Is this the one that
Millennium?
Miami?
This has Wild Wild West on it, bro.
Does it have Miami? Let me see.
I don't remember.
Willennium, is that because it was around 2000, year 2000?
Probably, yeah.
Fucking my wife's mouth.
Okay, I don't listen.
I'm going to. Okay?
I'm not gonna fuck your wife's mouth. That's extremely vulgar. Not yours either.
No, not your mouth.
Please.
Oh yeah, it's 97.
Stop it, Will. You're disgusting. Have some shame, man. You're right. That is very hype. But anyway, we all did a little bit of conducting, and it was very fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna edit that up into.
Don't want to give away what happened though. Who was right about the initial arguments? That'll remain a surprise.
The whole point was to decide. I looked at Justin. I said, "I can do that. I'm not impressed at all."
Right.
And
I wasn't trying.
yeah, right. Well, okay. It looked like you were.
I wasn't.
Well, looked like you were. And so we went there to decide, can anyone do that? And well, we definitely got an answer.
We got an answer.
We got an answer.
We'll see though.
We got answers.
Not to give that away. So yeah, the H3 crew, we went outside.
We went outside. We're doing things. We're doing things again.
The last thing we did was the flight simulator, right?
No, I think we've done something since then.
I think that
Escape
was it.
room?
Escape room, yeah.
Escape room was before the flight simulator.
Was it? It has been a little bit, so it was fun to go out and do a little field trip like that.
We are back.
So back.
So anywho, I also want to give a shout out to as Hasan calls him, Willie Slop Tube, WillyMacShow. He dropped this at 12 a.m. last night, which I could have told him that's not a good idea.
That's not a good time to drop a video.
But it seems like it's doing well regardless. It's a video about iDubbbz Hasan Denims trying to ruin my life, and it's the best video I've seen on the topic. It is very, very, very good. He really hits everything and covers it in a really compelling way. I thought it's great. So check out WillyMacShow for a fun recap of all the drama. That's right. Also, as you guys can see, well, so basically, mostly what we're here today to discuss is James Charles' continued drama popping off. We are here to discuss JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, not the anime, but Siwa.
Yes.
Joe.
And also, we've put together, someone in the audience requested, and we thought it was a good idea. Everybody put together their top 5 movies of all time. And you have to justify it, too. As I understand, Dan was up late stressing out about this. Dan accuses me of ruining his weekend. It's Wednesday.
And then I had a hard time the rest of the weekend.
So we're taking this very seriously. Now, is everyone happy with their list?
Yes.
Yeah, it was tough, but I boiled it down to the movies I probably watched most. That's how I made the final cuts.
To me, the criteria was like, it wasn't like artistry or anything. It was like, how much do I enjoy watching this movie?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's the essence of it. I'm there to be entertained.
Yeah.
Totally.
You know. Okay. Yeah, I love my list. I think my list is pristine.
I was just staring at mine being like, wow, I have such good taste.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine is kind of the same.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, listen.
I also did an honorable mention, which
I have
because I
two.
couldn't. Okay, yeah. So in the meantime, let's hit on the title story here. Actually, no. Before we do that, let's look at goofs and gaffs. Begging for the crew to react to Picklegate. Oh my God, this is so good. We've talked about the Whatever podcast before. It's one of these red pills, Fresh and Fit spinoffs, where they bring on a bunch of OnlyFans girls and then ask what they do and then act like surprised and appalled when they say OnlyFans. So here they are. This girl is trying to open a pickle jar. And you know there's nothing that emasculates a man like an unopened pickle jar. And she came to the red pill of all places. And let's see what happens when that jar proves to be too difficult for her.
Let's see.
What happens?
Uh-oh. Come on, you can do it.
Put it right side up. Just
You can
so
do it. You got this.
All right, bro. I can't do it. Here.
Nice.
I do. This seems a little immature. No.
Now, this guy I've seen all over the place. This is the alpha bro, man. He's the debate bro. You know? Fuck yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's like religious, and I see him in all kinds of shit now.
There was
In the
that
red
one
pill.
dude he was shitting on at the like Manosphere conference.
Yeah.
God, he's like 50 Shades of Grey all over.
What does that mean?
His hair, his
Oh, like actual shades of gray.
clothes. He has 2 different shades of gray. I feel like they're clashing, personally.
He's on the show a lot. I think he's a recurring guest.
Yeah, so he's I think
Cool guy.
I think he dethroned what's his name? Margaritaville?
What?
Margaritaville?
The old
Rolo Tony.
yeah, Rolo Tony Browntown. I haven't
Margaritaville is great.
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen or heard from Rolo Tony Browntown in a while. I think they got rid of him.
Oh, interesting.
He went down with Margaritaville.
And I think this guy took over the throne as the old guard
Gotcha.
of hating women.
Right.
And like Rolo
does he
Tony
even play
Brown-
guitar or anything? He doesn't seem cool at all.
No, he doesn't.
At least Rolo Tony had that going.
Well, he's smarter than Rolo Tony. He's a better debater. He's a better conversationalist. Rolo Tony's very dumb. Very cool.
Oh wait, his name isn't. What is his actual name?
Which
Tony Tommaso Tomato.
Rolo Tomato.
Rolo Tomato.
This dude smokes though. He smokes cigs a lot of times.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool guy stuff.
That's sick.
That's cool guy
And
stuff.
like Rolo Tony, this guy probably is married and has daughters. I'm guessing.
I think he is married. Yeah.
I think he must have daughters. That's just how the world works. But
Dave Rubin's a married gay guy.
don't sound so disgusted. I mean, that's your friend, Jordan.
Right.
Anyway, so he has the pickle jar in hand, and it is all at stake right now for him.
Hey, the guy sent $1,000.
Yeah, but it seems slightly immature.
It's all fucking
It's just
slick
for-
now.
it's a little-
See, it
little
is.
I gotta grip it.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If you can't open it either.
Well, your hand greased the whole top of it.
My hand are fine. Here, high five.
It
My-
literally.
Why does it sound like
it's
that?
like feel it. Isn't that greasy?
It was like that already. Oh my God.
No,
here
it
we go.
wasn't. You greased the top.
He's literally accusing her of greasing the top.
My God.
My Jesus, Andrew, if you can't open the olive jar, you cannot
Here,
blame my
while we're doing
hand.
the olive jar.
If you're so strong, you should open it.
Yeah, I got to be able to grip it.
Okay, we'll grip it. Let's go.
Literally slippery.
Who's the greasy one in the room?
Grab me a paper towel so I can dry the top of it off.
Oh my God.
How good was that?
Stop.
How good was that? This man has never been so demasculated. The pickle jar shattered the whole red pill.
Mm-hmm.
Olives, even.
And I think this guy's going the direction of Rolo Tony now. We got to find a new alpha king.
Damn.
One that can open a fucking pickle jar.
Yeah. Whatever podcast? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Tony.
Tony.
Yeah, so there's that, guys. Alpha. The alpha community's in shambles. They're
This
really.
was just from yesterday.
Andrew
this is
Wilson.
hot stuff.
That's his name.
Is there more to it?
Well, I'm trying to see if because the clip just ended. I want to see if he ever got it open.
Let's watch. I want to give him a full shake. He left us hanging. He was waiting for a paper towel.
Here,
Now, first of all, as someone who's obviously a dad, a husband, someone who can open pickle jars, Just by
you never struggle.
Never.
Now I don't believe anything that you have to say.
Bring me any pickle jar.
Any?
No, he doesn't get it open.
He never gets it open?
Someone else does.
Why would he include that?
Do you have the timestamp?
Yeah.
I just sent the link,
Yeah,
but I hadn't found
I
it
was
yet.
saying he dries it with his shirt. He attempts to twist it with the shirt. That works for the most part.
The shirt should always work.
Yeah,
like
there's-
99% of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he wrings paper towels out. Yeah.
I can't believe you had to
sent it.
pass it off. Holy shit. All right.
The whole top of it.
Tell me he says I loosened it up for you.
Literally slippery.
Sorry, have you
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
Oh, it's olives.
Grab me a paper towel so I can dry the top of it off.
You're the big strong man. There you go. Come on.
What?
I can't grip the fucker. Like, I gotta have a way to grip it. I gotta grip it. Try it.
If your hand strength was stronger, you
Yeah,
You gotta retire, bro. You have to go home now.
He's done.
Dude,
Go home, Andrew.
that new guy, the other guy is now the supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he takes
Put
the
him
spot.
on the mic.
Yeah.
He's got something to say.
Grip it. Try it.
It's like that sword that you can't pull out unless you're the right one. But it's a pickle
It
jar.
is.
Right, yeah.
It's the sword in the stone.
It's the pickle jar in the stone.
That little sound of his licking his lip.
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
Well, that's fantastic, isn't it, folks? We love to see it. We really do.
That's a good one.
You bring
That's
me a
good
jar, I'll
one.
open it. End of story.
You've never been unable to open a jar?
Have you?
Yeah,
You're
of
willing
course.
to admit that right now on
Yes,
TV?
I'm secure enough to admit reality that sometimes that shit is
Not about
Well,
security.
no,
It's
I've
about-
never given up opening a jar.
I'm
Yeah,
conceding
what does that mean? You had to
yeah,
break
more
it?
correct.
You had to return
Yeah,
it? What'd you
exactly.
do with the jar?
No, I guess with enough struggle, but if
Yeah.
it takes me like 10 minutes in like having to like use different techniques to do it, I don't consider
Well,
that
the
like
tr-
a success.
The final trick is to just bang it on the
Yeah,
table.
sometimes
a
you
little
gotta
bit.
do the
Boom.
banging for a
It
while,
works
sometimes
every time.
If you take a knife or like a spoon and
Yeah.
put it up just a little bit,
Right,
and
you
then
use some
it'll
trick
turn-
to do
yeah.
it or whatever. Like you get it open, but like, did you get it open in the alpha way now?
What do you know about my life? I've been yes, dude. Bring me a jar right now.
Well, I can't guarantee that the jar is over tightened. But I'm just saying, I've opened a lot of jars in my life.
No, I'm kidding. Of course I've struggled, but probably not since I was 12.
Okay.
People really want me to see this. This was, I guess, a pretty weird prediction.
And it's
to be honest,
because of the
it came
influx.
true. This was when we were having the Joey Salads conversation about. He went to Sweden and did a documentary about how
Praise Jesus.
There's too many immigrants or something.
too many Arab specifically, or Muslim immigrants, Syrians. I think was when there was lots of Syrian
refugees.
Refugees. And so I said, I need a Swedish and a Muslim representation in the office. And listen, that's kind of weird. That
the Oracle
did end up working that way.
I wonder what a Swede would
would say if they were here right now.
Did you get any stuff? And they'll just defend.
I wish we had a Muslim person here to speak.
Me too.
Speak for it.
I remember.
Because we're just kind of circle jerking.
Yeah, I remember.
Wait, when did I say Swede?
And it's because of the influx
I
of
wonder what a
migrants.
Swede would tell.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. Who did the lines on this? Somebody connected the dots.
I don't know.
Probably just someone watching it.
Someone
It's
watching
both in the same episode, right?
Yeah, same convo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Joey Salads was doing some weird.
Whoa! Thank you for the 50 gifted memberships, Brandon Brooks.
Oh, thank you so much.
50?
That's so kind of you. Thank you.
With her boob coming out.
Damn. Thank you, Brandon.
I miss Joey Salads, man. I hope my best to him.
Praise Jesus.
I think he's chilled out on trying to do like race baiting and race war type of stuff.
I hope so.
I wouldn't be.
Although
Are we sure about that?
I hope that
No,
he's.
not
I don't.
really.
I wouldn't be too sure.
Who is Joey without, stoking racial tension?
Last time I saw, he was like running for something with a MAGA cap.
Yeah, he
I think.
ran
Yeah.
for a congressional seat in just a primary, and I think he got a tiny percentage. It was not a serious campaign.
You know he peed in his mouth?
I do.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what he's known for.
I wish we could pull it up and show the world, but
And
I
he-
think it'd get us demonetized.
Did he put his dick in a hot dog bun?
I don't. I don't.
Well, that's not nearly as
Apparently-
bad as peeing in your mouth.
No,
the peeing in the mouth is the worst one.
This man peed in his own mouth.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty wild.
On the TV, on the internet.
Yeah.
Honestly, What's worse, that or Blippi shitting on his homie? Blippi's is worse.
Yeah, that's worse.
Joey's
Joey's peeing in his own mouth, though. That's kind of...
Poo-poo is grosser than pee-pee, in my mind.
Well, it's not his own mouth, to be fair.
He's shitting on someone else.
Well, I was just taking the act in its entirety.
I'd rather...
It's less.
I'm
less
coming out and
gross for
saying
Blippi.
it. This is... I'd rather be Blippi in this situation.
Really?
Of course, because I don't want to piss in my mouth.
Yeah. Would you rather be Blippi or would you rather be Blippi's friend?
Blippi.
Blippi's friend
No.
is the ultimate...
The question is, I worded that incorrectly.
Yeah.
Forgive me. Would you rather be Joey Salads?
See, this is better, yeah.
Or the guy who is getting shit on by Blippi?
Then I'm Joey Salads.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what's funny about the guy Blippi shit on? He got left behind.
Yeah,
he's a nobody now. He got shit on and he's still nobody.
Literally
and Blippi's
and
now the king.
figuratively.
The king of the ball pit. I've seen that guy trudge through so many ball pits, man.
He's just down in the ball pits? Why?
Because he's always going to like play areas and he's going to like... You remember how Chuck E. Cheese used to be with all the climbing around and the balls?
Yeah,
pits?
they usually don't let adults in those.
Right, but he gets special access. Yeah, he does videos in those all the time, Dan. It's epic. So that was interesting. We got Dan the Alpha Male Boot Camp.
Oh, people are asking for a poll.
I'm strong.
Would you rather be Blippi or...
Would you rather be Joey Salads?
You need to explain
Would you rather be Blippi's friend?
It needs to be clear, though. The question is, would you be pooped on by someone else?
Or would you
that's
really putting it lightly.
You wanna
would
be
you rather
shit
have
on?
explosive diarrhea, like
It
shotgun
didn't
onto
like
you?
roll off him.
Right. Yeah.
You rather
Or would
be
you
sprayed
pee?
with shit or a racist, pretty
You're
much.
so fucking gross.
But also, are we considering like the totality of their whole lives and who they are?
No, I'm
No.
just talking about the specific
That's why I'm
acts.
boiling it down.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you rather piss in your own mouth or have diarrhea on you by someone else?
Right.
Yeah. It's...
I think that's it. Okay, now that's pretty tough.
No, they're both horrible, and I don't want either to happen. I would rather not be shit on. Poo-poo is
You would
too
pee in
gross.
your own mouth?
Rather than have explosive diarrhea blasted all over me, yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
And
Again, neither of these are preferable outcomes.
Right.
I don't want
you can
this to
wash
happen.
the diarrhea off at the end of the
You
day.
can spit the piss out and go do some
Yeah, but
Listerine.
it will never change the fact that you peed in your own mouth.
It'll never change the
recycling.
So you'd rather you're saying on live TV that you'd rather have explosive shit on your back?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't believe I stated anything like that. Love.
Well, what-
I
sounded
Dan
like it.
said he wants to piss in his own mouth. That's what I
Listen,
heard.
the poll is up. Why don't you vote and let us know what you pick?
Genuinely can't. It's such a Sophie's choice.
No, the answer is clear.
I gotta tell you,
It's pissing me off.
this is a very one-sided poll.
Pissing in your own mouth? That's so...
Girl,
all I'm
wait,
telling
can
you-
I ask?
Go ahead.
You feel less disgusted by someone else's bodily fluids than your own?
Yeah.
Well, no.
To be honest,
that's how the
But I'm
choice
not.
is so easy
But
for me.
it's shitting in my mouth. He's not shitting in my mouth.
No, he's shitting on your
what
back.
if some of
On
it
your
gets in your
balls.
mouth?
Said he
though?
wants
Well,
to
listen,
piss in-
some might have got in that guy's mouth.
Maybe, yeah.
I just want to ask him if
It's been a while since I watched it.
I just want to ask him if you've
You
always
might-
been shitting
you-
your pants.
You might want to revisit that video.
Should I watch it before voting?
I think you might have to.
It might change your mind a little bit.
You've always been shitting yourself.
What's that, Anissa?
You've always been shitting yourself.
Me?
And I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
No, I don't have
Because
that.
since I've known you, you've always had like IBS.
But is she talking about Ian?
I think she's talking about her husband.
Lena, don't show the screen. I'm gonna send Ethan the Blippi.
Hold up, let's.
Oh my God.
Dude, what?
Wait, on OpenSea?
It's an
an NFT.
It's an NFT.
Wait, the Blippi shitting his pants is an NFT?
Somebody must have turned it into an NFT.
Who turned this? What?
I don't know.
It's funny because it can't be removed. That's why it's still there.
This is forever.
Oh damn.
All right, so here it is. You guys cannot see it, but Blippi is sitting on the toilet. God, his life. Look at this bathroom. This is like...
Believe this.
This is a desperate era for Blippi. Sitting on the toilet, kind of bopping out to Harlem Shake, and he's wearing a bicycle helmet. and sunglasses. Okay.
Standing on the toilet.
Oh yeah. Well, it's gonna change. The scenery is gonna change dramatically. Yeah. There we go.
And now, okay, that's terrible.
See, that's. Oh my God! I'm so glad you watched it.
That's so bad.
That's so much worse than the.
It gets on his face.
How the
actually.
fuck did he convince someone to do this? And like, where is he now? Genuinely, do you think Blippi still talks to this guy?
No, it's some sort of residuals or something.
So did you?
Aw, you guys still
Residual
close?
fucking Giardia.
Yeah, maybe he gets a payout for
this
the
is
NFT.
this is how the snark thinks your house is.
Exactly. Yeah. Blippi's lives here. Well, yeah, that was disgusting. That was really, really.
So now how
really
you vote?
gross.
So now your vote, please.
I just don't really want to decide, but obviously after watching that, it's a lot worse than I
told you.
I think that's possible. He did get in his face, frankly.
That's the
It was very
thing.
messy.
Is it's yeah,
And it was
to
just
me,
all over him.
It's really just is the poo poo worse than the pee pee? That's the question.
Ugh.
Why did they do that?
It's the internet's a
It
wild
was-
place, bro.
Wasn't it also a fair bit after the Harlem Shake
He was
trend?
late to the meme.
He was late.
I don't know the timing on it at all. Ugh,
I can't emphasize how disgusting that
God.
was. So
Yeah.
he's on the toilet, and then it cuts to him standing on the toilet seat, and he's bent over and he's looking at the camera smiling, and his friend is butt naked on his back. So I don't know why he did this, but his friend is on his back with his legs spread, so his dick and balls seems to be the prime target for the diarrhea. And
My dick's immaculate, son.
And then Blippi, after a moment, projectile diarrheas onto his friend's dick and balls. Right? But it's very, very liquid, and it just really got all over his
It's quite
body.
bad. It's
You
a
got
very,
it.
it's a very bad video, and it's unbelievable that
That's
it's the number
Blippi.
one child's entertainer on YouTube. What is the world, man?
I mean, it is kind of inspiring that. It's kind of inspiring that you can go from that to being a world-renowned
is.
child star.
He didn't come from nothing. Like, he came from negative so much.
True.
You know what I mean? This saying doesn't even give him justice.
Right.
He came
You've always
from
been
such a negative
Down in a hole.
to a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
It's really impressive.
People who haven't seen this, it's true. It's one of the most disgusting videos I've ever seen, and
Yeah,
that says
straight
a
up.
lot. For you guys know what I've seen.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
best way to describe it is like The Exorcist when she throws up. The way she projects
Interesting.
that green puke, it's like that,
Yeah.
except from his asshole.
On his friend's dick and balls.
Exactly.
And face.
face,
face.
and everything. People are saying they went and watched it and they're freaking out. We warned you. We told you exactly what this video was. It's totally.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't watched it,
prerogative.
definitely go watch it. It's definitely part of the internet history. It's
I just
important.
want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
Always? Is she really? She's talking to Ian?
You've always been shitting yourself.
That's horrible.
Because since I've known you, you've always had like IBS.
Does she always talk to him like that?
But I truly am genuinely the happiest I've ever been.
Okay. Don't. It's a little insecure to just say that from out of nowhere, but
Jewish.
Okay. All right. She really knows how to end a conversation. Can I ask a favor, Ian or Zach? Can you grab the soundbite of Ian going, "No"? You know what I mean? When she's humiliating him and he just wants to move on and he just goes, "No." We love Anissa here, guys. Nothing but respect. And Ian, of course. Great guy. You know, I was watching the Willie Mac video last night, and I was like, these people are so disgusting. Sometimes I cool off on people, and I'm like, because when I looked at Ian and being cucked on Hasan's stream, I felt bad for him. And I was like, maybe I should, go easy on the guy. But then when I watched that video back, I'm like, this guy is a disgusting human being. Like, what are they doing? So he's back on the menu, boys. And certainly we'll be riding that soundbite for the rest of the year at least. So there's that. The Alpha Male coach featuring Dan. How did we get to Blippi shitting himself?
That's where the story always goes to. If you go far enough.
Yeah, down the dialogue tree.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All roads lead to
The
Blippi.
previous topic was you need a Swedish
Yeah, it was
employee and a
Joey,
Muslim employee.
Joey Salad's pissing in his
Joey.
mouth. That's how we got there.
Joey,
Yeah, yeah.
my boy.
Yeah. I'm going to end the poll. Joey won with 74%. 26% of the people said they would rather have that explosive
Not
diarrhea.
nothing.
Yeah.
It's not nothing.
I'm telling you, there's something like specifically humiliating about peeing in your own mouth on camera.
I will not disagree.
That's very, very, very.
This is not like I like one and don't like the other situation.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you hired us because if not, that would have been me and Love in a bathroom if we never got hired.
Oh, thanks for that. You know, I was gonna say it.
Yeah.
One of the first things I thought when I saw that was like, I'll be honest, this guy's been hustling for a while.
Sure.
Who? Blippi?
Yeah.
Yeah, Blip.
Yeah.
Old Blip.
He's been at it. Respectable.
I saw
Really.
myself in him in that moment. Obviously, I never done anything that gross and vulgar and horrific. But like, I used to be very scrappy in the beginning. I had a fucking not that glamorous bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And I used to put on, dresses and.
I remember you talking about being humiliated, going out in public, like doing some of those sketches.
Well, those, unfortunately, that was some of my best work.
Yeah, they were great. The 1,000 shirts, I don't know how you did that. That would give me
That shit
anxiety.
was funny. That one wasn't that bad for some reason. Oh yeah. You'll never believe it. When we posted that video, there was tons of people who are like, "Fuck this guy. He's changed. This shit sucks." Because I did a shirts video. Such a weird time. It's always people hating. Yeah. Anyway, here's an example of a man overcoming his fear and asserting his power. You will not believe what happens at the end. Do they kiss?
I'm strong.
Move forward.
Is that hunger? FF?
Move forward.
Dan.
Move forward.
Yeah, I'm a man.
Forward.
I am. I am a man.
This is what Dan makes me do to get in the building every day.
You know, the things that dudes will do to avoid therapy.
It looks like Moist Critical. He got the Moist Critical build.
Yeah.
Right.
The white shirt and everything.
Good job.
It's cool to be a soundbite.
What happens at the end?
There.
He's overrun with emotion because he allowed himself to let go and assert himself. Or he's tired. When a man taps into his power, a grieving process happens. This is a natural release of the old self.
You're gay, dude.
No, come on.
Stop, come on.
It's fine. Let him get it out. Are you next? Register for the Unbreakable Man experience. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, this is probably a good thing for guys who have a problem expressing themselves.
Maybe.
And showing intimacy with each other. With their friends.
Intimacy with men.
There's worse things.
You could shit on him.
Yeah, you could shit on his dick.
Shit on his dick, bro.
Yeah.
That comes
you
after.
could do that.
That comes after.
They do that later.
Yeah.
Later
He's
in the evening.
barefoot too, for some reason.
Because it's fucking cool and manly to be
And
barefoot.
they're just out like on a
Love being
farm.
barefoot.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm strong.
Watch that again. That was inspiring. Hold on.
Move forward.
I'm strong.
Move forward. Move forward. Move forward.
I'm a man.
Forward.
I am. I am a man. I am a man. I am a man. I am a man. Move
I just think that I'm trying not to judge. I feel like there's better ways to process your trauma, but like, I mean, I'm not going to judge. Whatever works. Whatever they're willing to do.
I'm a man. Better than doing nothing about it, I
Yeah,
suppose.
probably.
Yeah.
I'm strong.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
Move forward.
Inspiring.
Move forward.
Also, we want to talk about inspiring friend in the show, Fidias.
Yo, Jerry Seinfeld just sent 50 podcast memberships.
Jerry.
Jerry?
That's kind of you.
Jerry Seinfeld himself. I think it's the real one.
Stop laughing.
It is.
Not funny.
The profile picture.
Listen, I would love to have Jerry as a benefactor.
Here, open that up.
That's him.
That's him.
It's the pictures checks out.
The picture checks out.
How many subs does the channel have?
It doesn't even show.
I can't.
Must be many.
It must be so many that it can't even. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Jerry Seinfeld. So generous. I mean, you can afford it, but
for sure,
I'll take what I can get. Wow. Loved your show, by the way.
Thank you.
Loved Seinfeld.
Wouldn't have been the same without Larry, let's be honest. But
never said that.
Well, I am.
Well, I'll be honest too, Dan, and I've said this before, but it bears being repeated.
Stop.
Jerry created the last few seasons by himself.
Stop.
Larry quit the show.
Right, yeah.
In exasperation. When did Larry David quit Seinfeld? He quit, what season? Season 7. Primarily due to creative differences and a desire to pursue other projects.
And there was, 9 seasons? So it was like the vast majority of the show.
See, the thing is, yeah, of course. And 6 and 7, I think, are considered the best. But 8 is also one of the great seasons.
What happens
And that
in
was
8?
all Jerry.
What's the arc in 8?
Seinfeld season 8. Let me ask ChatGPT.
Oh, God.
No, it's true.
I take it back. I don't care.
Give me a synopsis of Seinfeld.
And after this, we have to do our ad read.
Season 8. And list famous episodes. Okay. Coming in. Larry left the show. We knew that.
Right.
Jerry continues to date a rotating cast of women while avoiding commitment.
Sounds like every season. Got it.
That does sound like every season.
Sounds great.
George starts the season of George.
Okay.
No, that's not what it was. Sorry. This is after Susan died.
Right.
George starts the season grieving Susan, but quickly pivots back into selfish schemes. This is the one where he acted to be handicapped. That's one of the best episodes ever, bro.
Okay.
When he had to pick up the wheelchair and start running from them.
Yeah, I remember.
All right.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not saying the last
Elaine
seasons
becomes
were bad.
president of Jay Peterson.
Okay, fine. He was able to squeeze out a couple more
Kramer
seasons without
starts
Larry.
the reverse peephole business. He swims in the East River. He turns his apartment into a smoke lounge.
Listen, the show ended. Larry went on to make Curb, which I personally enjoy more than Seinfeld. I know that's not universally accepted, but I personally enjoy Curb more. And Jerry went on to make a show where he drove around in his cars and drinking coffee.
Dude, he has nothing to prove.
I'm just saying. I feel like that says something. Says a little something.
I agree.
He has nothing to prove. Also, why are you leaving out the fact that he made the B movie?
I've never seen the B movie.
Why are you avoiding the B movie?
Actually, I've seen the entire B movie in 30 seconds sped up in many memes.
Yeah.
So I've basically seen it.
Famous episodes for season 8. Bizarro Jerry. The Little Kicks. Elaine's horrible dancing. That is like one of the most famous freaking television moments of all time. The yada
Really? That
yada.
was that late in the show?
Yada yada. You yada yada. The best part.
Yada. Yeah.
The muffin tops, man.
For sure. I'm not saying I dislike those seasons without Larry. I'm just saying.
Just saying. Don't poop.
There was a template that Jerry was able to follow.
Oh, please. Do you hate Jerry Seinfeld?
I don't really like him.
I'm getting that vibe.
Well, I think he's
kind of
he's fine. Right? He's fine, and he is kind of in real
he's a douche. Like
in real life, he's known for being very full of himself and a douche, and he also dated like a 16-year-old when he was
17.
He seems like a pretty bad guy.
When he was like 38, I want to say. Yeah,
I think he was in his 30s, and
listen,
he had her parents' permission.
Yeah, sure, that's great. Listen, I'm not even factoring that in. I'm separating the art from artist. He's fine on the show, and at times he's very funny on the show. But it's the supporting cast that makes that show. Let's be real.
Yeah,
he's
the
straight man.
Deny that either, and I think that's part of what's so great about what he was able to do. Is he was able to take a back seat and let his co-stars really shine.
Sure. Yeah. Within that, I like Seinfeld. I'm not hating on the show. I like it a lot.
Say that about me.
That you don't really bring anything to the table.
That I take a back seat sometimes to let you guys shine.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're shining so bright.
We are on camera, I think, more than any other crew on any other show.
There it is.
Okay, fine, fair enough.
I do have a button to silence you guys if you push too hard, but we don't push it that often, do we?
Yeah.
How old was Jerry Seinfeld underage? girlfriend. That is one of the weirdest
I believe it was
chapters.
17 and 38.
Because
That is
38?
truly horrendous.
The thing is so crazy. He used to take her to award shows and shit.
Yeah.
Bro, what the
Picked her
fuck?
up from high school, dude.
Yeah, I know that. I've seen that photo.
So she was 17 when they began to date, and he was 38. They met in Central Park when Lonstein was a high school senior living with her family in Manhattan.
Literally,
Their relationship lasted 4 years.
he picked up a kid in the park.
All the way
Oh,
to
yeah,
when she
kidnapped.
could legally drink.
Right.
Right before they broke up, they shared a martini for the first time.
We're being very disrespectful to Jerry, who just gifted us 50 podcast memberships.
Well, he should have thought about that before he dated.
Before he dated a 17. Yep,
Sorry,
right.
Gary. No. He never dated. This is photoshopped. Yeah, and he used to take her out. It was the world was so weird.
Yeah, this was what, the early 90s?
Stop.
This man took a child on the red carpet.
Bro.
Well, if
he's
they dated
like-
for 4 years, maybe she was not a child anymore by the time this photo was taken.
This man took a
Perhaps.
child on the red carpet and
She's
said,
just
"I'm
half his
fucking her." Essentially,
Crazy.
I want all of you to know that I'm having sex with this minor.
Yeah. So yeah, not a great guy. But again, that genuinely is separate from my Seinfeld the show take.
They started dating and they met in '93. Dan.
Damn.
Yeah, Dan.
Why?
Wait, hold on.
I was the one
It
who brought
says
this up.
Hold on. It says they met in '93, but then they ended their relationship in '97. That's 5. That's 4 years.
That is 4 years.
That's up.
Checks out.
My guy.
Checks out.
All right,
Have
we
you
have
ever
to
commented on that? Like, I wonder what's her take.
He can't because it just confirms he's or
No,
she.
not him,
Oh,
her.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, let me ask.
Do we know her name?
Yeah. Shoshana Lonstein.
There's a Fetty Wap song that starts
Ever
with that
commented?
1738. Just
Yeah.
coincidence.
Is that about them?
No.
That's so funny.
But people play it all the time.
1738.
When memeing
like,
Oh
on
yeah,
Facebook.
here she is. Still.
So funny.
Lonstein made limited public comments about her relationship with Jerry. And in 94 is when she was a kid. She expressed a desire for normalcy, saying, "I would like my life to be normal and just go about being a student."
Whoa.
98's the year after they broke up. She did an interview with The Observer. She referred to the relationship as part of my life that's so over. I don't really think about it. It was a relationship, that's all. Since then, Lonstein has focused on her career as a fashion designer and has generally avoided discussing her past relationship with Seinfeld in public forum. She has not provided further commentary on the matter.
I wonder if he would pack her lunch. She was
Someone
high
needs
school,
to.
right?
Although she was old enough to pack her lunch. Don't be rude. 17, come on. Don't infantile her. Don't treat her like a baby.
What?
So there it is. I mean, it's quite possible you probably just paid her not to talk about it.
I was
too.
thinking the same, quite honestly. I hope so.
We have
I
to
hope
do
she's doing great.
We have
because
to do
of
our
it.
ad. Thank you, Zach. Thank you.
Thank you so dang much to Mood. I love him so much. Let's get this picture off the screen here.
Yes.
Of Jerry. Forget that.
That's really
I don't remember that episode of Seinfeld. Thank you so much to Mood.com, one of our great partners. And these are one of the best partners to have because they're just so dang easy to promote. Everybody loves them. Their product is amazing. Their website is amazing. On top of all that, we've got the best deal in the game for you guys. If you use code H3, you get 25% off your first order.
Whoa.
But what?
Whoa.
Code H3, you get 25% off your first order, guys. Check it out. They've got so many great options. Their website is so well organized and put together. Let's shop. You got categories: gummies, flour, edibles, beverages, pre-rolls, concentrate, vapes. Vapes is a family favorite.
That's a family favorite here
for
at
real.
the H3 Show. There's a link or two in there. They have some new products, and I think you're going to want to see this.
Okay, let's see. They have new releases. Let's take a look. Over at mood.com, traditional blunt, a Jeffrey blunt, and a cross joint. Oh, they're selling cross joints now?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. That's a fat mother effer.
That's really good.
2 grams. That's a 2 gram blunt.
Mm-hmm.
High potency. Chill vibe. Flavor is piney citrus and sweet cream. Indica. Let's go. Why did you think
The other one, I think you'll be more interested in.
It's cool.
I mean, that is cool too, but...
The Jeffrey blunt. Whatever that is.
I was talking about the cross.
Who's Jeff?
Who's Jeff?
The Jeffrey blunt. Dazzling diamond dust.
Wow.
And live resin infusion
Beautiful.
creates a perfect 2.5 gram party blend. Damn, that... Oh, damn. 70% THC.
And they rate that as a social high?
Hell no, bro. I am going home.
Yeah, for real. I mean, maybe for some people.
I love that.
It's freaking glowing. There's so much THC. It catches the light.
It's like the princess fairy blunt.
They have a disclaimer. This is a strong product, not for beginners. I appreciate that they... Yeah. You got to know what you're doing before you jump in the deep end.
Yeah.
We got the cross joint. This is in honor of Jesus Christ.
It's
really good.
I don't really get I've seen this before.
I've partaken in one of these.
I have as well.
Yeah.
The trifecta of the fruity strains united in an iconic cross design delivers waves of euphoria, relaxation, and creative stimulation. Wow. High potency. Social. They're saying it's social.
Oh, very cool.
Because
Notes
everyone
of
will want
cherry.
to take a picture of you.
That's true.
Huh.
Where do you light it from?
Mm-hmm.
Do you light
From
it
all
from every?
three. Yeah.
Oh, classic.
Social, it has notes of cherry, banana, apple, citrus. Again, this is not for beginners, guys. You can save and subscribe. You can get one of these every month.
Wow. Only once a month?
I mean, if you're doing it already, you can save 15%. That's kind of it's a good idea.
Sure.
My whole thing on these is like, you're probably just wasting a lot of smoke when you do that.
Yeah, it's like a fun activity. Yeah, I don't think it's for regular use like that.
When I was smoking it, that shit was expensive. And we did not have money. You know what I mean?
The one time I did it, it was on a 420 and a guy...
Yeah, it was 420.
And this guy brought all these like origami joints.
Beautiful.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Santa Cruz, 420 was like a big deal.
Yeah, it's like a huge party there.
There's like a field called the Meadow, which is just like a big grassy plain. And everybody goes out there, and it's just like smoke from miles away.
Yeah.
Plumes of smoke, of weed smoke. And that was before it was legal. The police used to come out there and just watch.
Yeah, there's too many people. Like, what are they going to do? Start mass arresting everybody?
No.
They just want to make sure people keep it cool.
Yeah, they know. I mean, it's a tradition. They also used to show up on the first rain in Santa Cruz. People run around campus naked.
Oh.
That's also a tradition. I've seen other people, they do it in their underwear. At Santa Cruz, they do it naked, butt-ass naked.
Huh.
Classy.
And the police lined the street to protect the runners. So there's that.
There you go.
You know?
It's freedom, baby.
I'm shooting ropes, bro.
Yeah, but they got all kinds. You can shop by category. They got the weeps. Hold on. I want to shop by mood. I like this one.
By mood. On mood.
Mood.com. Come on. Here. This is by mood here. Aroused. Sleepy. Classic high. Happy. Energized. Chill. Soothing. Focused. Creative. Social. Let's get social with it. You could shop by potency. You can look at their best sellers, the new Memorial Day sales. Hello.
I'm shooting
Gummies, cookies, vapes. It's all happening at mood.com, guys. And remember, 25% off your first order.
What a deal.
Code H3. And that is an exclusive offer just for our... I don't know if you saw that pop-up. It said 20% for first-timers. Not here.
Not if you are an H3
Our offer's
viewer.
better. There it is, guys. Thank you so much to our wonderful sponsors over at Mood. Love them.
I'm shooting ropes.
Thank you, guys. It's really one of the... I think that's got to be one of the best sponsors ever. The easiest to sell ever.
Mm-hmm.
The best.
Sells itself. Also, I just want to give a quick thank you to the real Larry David. Gifted one podcast membership. Only one. But we still do appreciate
Larry's
that.
richer than Seinfeld is these days.
Yeah, probably.
So
but
I'm just saying. Why?
I still just... The fact that he's patronizing us at all, I'm happy.
Are you sure that's the real one?
No,
Yeah.
What? Well, it is the real one.
And
Why did he
isn't-
write it? in
It also
one word?
says the real Larry Davis.
Who's David? Larry Davis. Okay, I'm suspicious.
I am a little suspicious, but the picture is of him, so I think he might have just.
His account probably would just be his name. I'm thinking.
Well, no, you put the real one and make sure
Yeah,
that people
that-
know.
that does
I'm
confuse.
seeing that Jerry is worth almost twice. what
No
Larry-
shot.
Yeah.
From what?
You get a bigger cut from the
No, I don't think
show.
so. I don't think so. Hold on. Who is richer? Who did you ask ChatGPT?
No.
It's not an
It's a-
authority on
it's
it.
a
You gotta
Forbes.
stop.
It was a Forbes article I was
It's
reading.
getting better.
I don't know about that.
I was reading a Forbes article.
They're both extremely wealthy. Thanks. Jerry's worth over $1 billion and Larry's only worth $500 million.
Well, there you go.
Why is Jerry
Brokey.
richer? Okay, so he has a higher back end ownership.
There you go.
Stand up. Oh yeah, he makes a ton from stand up. He still tours and does like massive arenas.
Yeah, I'm sure he makes a lot from that.
And apparently he had a divorce too.
Oh, Larry
Yeah.
lost half his fortune in a divorce.
Yep.
2007. He lost 300 milli.
Right.
That's awesome.
Right.
Listen, everybody wins. Everybody's fine.
He
Especially
still
at
has
that
more
point.
money that he could ever spend.
Exactly.
He lost 300 million and he's still worth $500 million.
Exactly. He's chilling.
And that was in 2007, so that money would have probably appreciated quite a bit since then.
But that has to suck. Like if you're him, or maybe not. I don't know.
I don't think he would care that much. If you're
No?
that rich, if you have like $1 billion,
Depends on.
Strong.
Yeah, maybe. If
I'm
it's-
man.
I'm just trying to.
let me ask. What was Larry David's divorce amicable?
Right, that's the question, I suppose.
Was it a messy divorce? Yes, divorce was considered amicable by
Oh.
celebrity standards. He and his wife, Lori David, divorced in 2007 after 14 years of marriage. They cited irreconcilable differences. But there was no public drama, scandal, or bitter court battles. In an interview afterwards, both have spoken respectfully about each other. Well, that's nice. I know they have 2 kids together as well, so they co-parent their kids. He joked about divorce in his stand-up and in Curb, suggesting he was able to maintain a humorous, if self-deprecating perspective. So there it is. Larry David continues to be a class act all the way around.
Jeff Bezos' ex got $38 billion.
Yeah,
Divorce,
is
crazy.
that the biggest divorce?
Yeah, that's what I looked at. I looked, what's the biggest divorce settlement? Yeah.
He got divorced, and she became one of the richest people in the world.
With richest women, I think. Period.
Is that
I
right?
mean,
Who is the richest woman? I think she donated so much of it too.
Yeah,
I
she
remember.
did. Oh no, she's not the richest, but sure, very close to it.
She's up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top 10.
Okay, give me top 10. Yeah. This lady's worth 117 billion. Jesus.
Yeah, Alice Walton.
What does she do? Walmart?
Yeah, Walton. It's one of the Walton family.
This one lady owns Walmart?
Well, no, it's a family. She owns a share of it. But the Walton family is one of the richest families in the world.
Damn, they keep cutting those prices.
Yeah.
But Walmart is
going.
a big company. That's for sure.
Give me the top 10. I'm gonna see where Bezos' wife is at. I think her name's Mackenzie or something.
Mackenzie Scott.
There you go.
35 billion.
Jeff Bezos came.
She's from what I can see, she's number 6 in the world of
Cringe.
women. Yeah. She should have waited a little bit though.
Man.
He's worth way more now.
Number 2 is the granddaughter of the L'Oreal founder.
There you go.
Koch family. The Mars Bar's fortune.
I mean,
Jacqueline Mars. Her name's actually Mars. Worth 50 billion. Number 4.
Damn.
Just for making candy bars?
Dude, it's not just.
They make all sorts.
It's like all of the candy.
Still, damn. He's putting the candy man to shame. And
I mean, that's a huge industry. Like, think, every grocery store, every fucking movie theater in the world, and almost all of that shit is that company. So
They also make like all sorts of like products.
yeah, they probably have other.
It's infinite.
food,
everything.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mackenzie is number 7 at 35 billion.
Pretty
Following
good.
her divorce, that's it. She got a 4% stake in Amazon.
Whoa, that's sick. That's a nice
insane.
one.
Pretty
That's
good.
a nice one.
Pretty
That's
good.
so insane. Well, good for her.
Yeah.
She seems, by all accounts, a very good, nice lady. So.
Yeah, I heard she pledged to donate a lot too, which is epic.
Epic.
There it is, guys. Let's move on. Oh, we didn't talk about Fidias being a Russian shill. Our friend of the show, Fidias, who joined the European Union as a delegate from Cyprus.
Yep,
Cyprus. Yeah.
I want to fuck this bitch.
Okay, calm down. You're an elected official now.
It's Fidias.
And we first saw him doing weird Russian propaganda, and I brought him on to kind of confront him.
Yeah, you kind of gently confronted him.
And I remember people in the audience were upset that I was so mean to him.
Yeah.
I think I kind of remember a different. Well, maybe that did happen, but there were people that were also upset that you were not even more harsh on him. So you kind of got it from both ends.
Maybe. I remember mostly just people were like, why were you mean to Fidias? We love him. Because we did love him. That was the first. We were fully in love with Fidias.
I think that we had 2 call-ins.
Yeah.
And at first, Ethan was calling him out, and people were like, why are you doing this? And then I think a video came out like right after where he was doing something insane. And then he called in again, and then everyone was...
They're like, yeah, this guy's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, man.
I mean, I always liked Fidias in the sense of like him being a meme. But remember, we discovered him because he was running around LA stealing things from homeless people. And then he made another video where he was getting arrested repeatedly in Japan for stealing things.
Train fare and food from hotels.
So, yeah, I mean, it was a funny meme and all, but yeah.
Well, anyway, here he is. He was recently, there was some kind of bill about returning the kidnapped, a bunch of Ukrainian kids were kidnapped by Russia. And
this is not the video.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
No, I don't know what that video is.
Oh, this is him being, this is related. I watched it.
Maybe it's related, but I'll link the original.
There was a bill set forth on the floor to call for the return of the tens of thousands of Ukrainian children who were kidnapped and then rehomed into Russian, basically adopted by Russian families.
Yeah.
Very weird, very fucking weird shit. And he was like one of 3 that opposed the bill to return the children.
Okay, to be fair to Fidias, he
abstained.
He abstained.
Right.
So,
but yeah, there's 720 members of parliament, and only 3 didn't vote yes, and he's one of the 3.
It was too hard.
There's a
return
further
the
wrinkle.
kids. I don't know.
He initially opposed in the actual voting.
Oh.
Then you have a grace period where you can withdraw the vote and make it just abstained. Yeah. So initially he voted against it.
So it was a no. Okay.
There's definitely they have contraband on this guy, or compromat. What do they call it? Spy.
Compromat. Yeah.
They've got like a video of him pissing on a prostitute or something. Anyway, here's this.
You accused me of going to Russia.
I even see colleagues in this committee that the interest is in defending those who want to spread Russian disinformation.
Now, I just watching this, I'm like, this is a guy who has a lot of life experience, who's serious about wanting to affect positive change in Europe, and he's got to deal with Fidias.
Yeah.
This guy cannot believe it.
Vladimir Putin.
I don't blame him at all.
Right.
Or even make promotion videos that we should go to study visits to Moscow to learn about peace.
I went to Russia with another 5 members of the European Parliament because we want to start some kind of diplomacy. US did similar things. Israel did similar things. Turkey invaded my country, Cyprus, and we still are talking and we have diplomacy. We want to start diplomacy to end this war. And because I believe this, I went to speak with actions and to start myself diplomacy, because the European Union doesn't do it. That's why I went there. And I just want from the bottom of my heart to ask you, not this disagreement that we have, to stop us from working together in this committee. Thank you, and I love you all.
So unprofessional.
That was kind of sweet the way he ended it.
God, you're so easy to win over.
He's just he wants to do diplomacy. Well, here, let's find out what it is that they're arguing about.
So
well, that sounded like a separate thing altogether about him making a visit to Russia.
Yeah, that's
here. This video right below is the one that
love
we're
link.
looking at.
I apologize.
No, in the doc.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, she's so pretty, guys. She is so beautiful.
Okay, just bro, chill.
So that was a bit nasty. I apologize.
All right, here it
The
is.
world got mad with me for voting against a resolution in the European Parliament for the return of the Ukrainian children kidnapped by the Russians. In this video, I'm going to explain you how I made this decision, and then you're going to see that I actually voted abstention, not against.
So he's kind of being a little. First
Well,
of all,
he explains
abstaining from returning the kids is pretty dumb.
He explains it in this video. That's
Oh,
where
he
I got
does.
it
Okay,
from,
okay.
In order to understand all of this deeply, we can not only focus on the title of the resolution, but
that's
actually
fair.
read the
He's right.
content of it.
Absolutely.
In this resolution, it is
What
stated
did he say that the
Russia,
other
since
700
the beginning
plus
of the
people
war,
didn't?
had
Sorry, what?
Maybe Fidias saw something that the other 700 plus people that voted yes missed.
I mean, he might be super. Maybe.
decision,
Whoops. Whoopsie doopsie. All right, let's.
or simply transfer 20,000 children from Ukraine to its territory, and it's committing unbelievable, horrible things on them. More specifically, murder, forced transfer and deportation, illegal adoption, sexual abuse and exploitation, forced crucifixion, and militarization. I was really shocked by this, but honestly, before voting with my emotion, I wanted to do some more research on this. First, I saw that the resolution
Fidias cracked the case on the missing 20,000 kids.
The cut to him like working.
I wanted to go to the forums on the internet and understand the truth for the situation. Sorry, that accent is crazy.
Terrible.
I don't.
It was accurate.
You do one, Dan.
I got it.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Thank you,
There
love.
was something there.
You thought he was cooking there?
A little bit. Yeah. Fuck
Okay,
it.
Maybe I
yeah.
missed. Okay. I'd have to hear more.
Yeah. More, please.
Well, the more the, I'm sure the more the.
Yeah, probably. Maybe let's just move on.
resolution mentions that its information comes from two sources. The first is one Ukrainian organization created by Zelensky, and the other one
So
is
stupid.
a Yale
Okay.
University study funded by the government of Biden.
I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it.
These sources
Bro, you're not serious. These sources are from the very controversial sources.
Institution like Yale.
Yeah. And is
Claim
it
that
funded
kid-
by Biden, or did he just donate once?
Well, and also he said an organization founded by Zelensky.
The president of the country that this is being done to.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to
that
be in a
doesn't-
place of a.
I mean, I guess you could argue that.
You know what?
You
You know what? Let's err on the side of the kids not being kidnapped.
right. Let's err on that side.
Let's abstain.
were kidnapped from Ukraine to Russian cities to spend time in what the Russians
Bro, that's
call
not what
fun
they're doing.
camps.
They're
They're
not
in
having a
fun
party.
camps.
You think that they went to have a parade? Why did you show that?
So
they're just having a good time. They're at dance parties, bro.
That's crazy.
yeah, watching this, like him saying all this shit is one thing, but all this footage of kids being happy, that's what makes
That's
me
crazy.
think that he is actually paid by Russia.
There's some weird motivation for him to do this.
Because he can be misinformed and stupid, but putting up this fucking it's giving like a propaganda video. It's like, oh yeah, kids are happy here. Come on, guys.
Well, the kids
Come
were
on over.
actually taken to Disneyland with their new parents.
The first is one Ukrainian organization created by Zelensky, and the other one is a Yale University study funded by the government of Biden.
You mean the United States?
America.
Yeah.
A Yale. That sounds super reputable, bro.
Yeah.
It was a United.
Well, I mean, from his perspective, these are opponents of Russia. So, like, they could
why
just be
hasn't
making it up.
Russia put out a study saying they kidnapped kids?
That's a good point.
What does North Korea say about this?
Where's that? Where's that? Who's their allies that they were that they attacked from in the north? Georgia?
Belarus.
Right. Yeah, we got to
Where's
ask
the
Belarus.
Belarusian?
Yeah.
research say on this?
I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it.
I'm so focused on beating Putin, man. I miss him. Come on, Jack. We got to beat Putin.
How many terms did Putin have again,
God, I miss
Fidias? How many terms? How many other presidents in Russia has there been the past 20 years? I'm just meaning to say that.
Well,
he's
one guy was actually picking up steam.
Oh, yeah.
Who was that?
Literally.
Are you talking about Navalny?
Yeah, what happened to him? He was.
Oh, he's dead now.
He picked up steam.
No.
Weird.
Society.
No.
I don't think he actually ever was that close to being elected or anything. He was like kind of the most prominent.
He was a really cool guy. I liked him a lot.
Too cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Putin killed him.
I'm not sure.
Claim that kids were kidnapped from Ukraine to Russian cities to spend time in what the Russians call rehabilitation centers or foster families.
Rehabilitation centers.
Margot Robbie.
They were shown videos of Margot Robbie.
No, go
Far away from the war happening in their hometowns. For the European Parliament, these rehabilitation centers are actually places for forced Russification. And
I love how he just like hand waves that. It's like he's
rehabilitating what?
The trauma that was induced on these children from all bombing their city.
That's not rehabilitation.
Let's not worry about who's doing that.
Rehabilitation implies some kind of undesirable behavior.
Well, I guess, yeah, you could interpret it that way, too. I guess
he might be referring to the PTSD from the bombs.
Right.
Launched by Russia.
That's what I'm saying, is it's just like... And yeah, I mean, the problem with it isn't necessarily that they're being removed from a war zone. I guess that is,
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, let's get,
The better thing would be to return them to their parents that are not in a war zone, or to stop bombing the cities.
Maybe he addresses that.
Okay.
He does, yeah.
Maybe. There's more to the video.
Militarization, they say this because these kids now attend Russian schools where they're taught their native Russian language, just like the schools in the regions they come from.
So it's okay because they speak Russian? It's okay to kidnap them because they speak Russian? Bro, you should go to these rehabilitation centers. Show up unannounced. Let's see. You know what I mean? Let's get him out.
I mean, he
there.
probably would go and...
But look at how these are fantastic
the montage
facilities.
of him doing dances with the kids.
From where they are also Russian speaking. This resolution also mentions that 1,293 children have already returned to the free areas controlled by Ukraine. So it's true that there are parents right now in Ukraine that they want their kids back. And
if you believe that there are parents who want their children back.
Well, let's see where he goes with this. Okay.
Some have been returned.
Maybe this is why he had a change of heart and decided to just not vote instead of voting no.
Agree that there should be ways for those children to go back to Ukraine to reunite with their families, as it is already happening. But during my research, I really tried to think how many out of these 20,000 children that the resolution is saying kidnapped by the Russians are actually in the occupied territories of Ukraine or in Russia already with their parents. The resolution doesn't.
Okay.
What?
So you just had a hypothetical question.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like the Yale study.
Yeah, but that's the Biden study.
Biden.
Which he refers
that's
to.
Joe Biden.
He refers to it. The 1,236 kids who's been returned that number is from the Yale study.
Oh.
So I don't get it. So he can pick and choose. It also says that they picked they picked kids who don't have parents. Like they
or who were in foster care already.
Orphan children.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have parents to claim them back.
What did he say about 600 dead?
I don't think he said it.
People are saying, hold on. Everyone in chat is saying something about 600 dead.
Oh, well, in what he was highlighting, I don't think he read that part.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ukrainian children have been forcibly deported to the Russian Federation and Belarus or detained in temporarily occupied Ukrainian territories. Oh, it says it right here. Detained in temporarily occupied Ukrainian territories. With only 1,300 returned and 624 dead. That's like fucking half of the amount returned. Or is dead, bro. Does he?
And yeah, you're right. According to the Yale Humanitarian Research Lab. So yeah.
Right?
He's citing the study that he's also discrediting.
He's picking
Yeah.
what to believe. Oh my God.
That's a good point.
Return to the free areas.
Bro, did really ignored the 600 dead right next to it.
Literally the next words. Not even like somewhere else on the page, but just the next and.
Big Fid, baby. Big Fid doing those big fibs.
Oh!
Big Fid.
Shit.
Thank you.
Controlled by Ukraine. So it's true that there are parents right now in Ukraine that they want their kids back. And I obviously agree that there should be ways for those children to go back to Ukraine to reunite with their families, as it is already happening. But during my research, I really tried to think how many out of these 20,000 children that the resolution is saying kidnapped by the Russians are actually in the occupied territories of Ukraine or in Russia.
There's not even like the disputing that there's 20,000 missing kids.
Right. He's basically saying we should.
It's for their own good, dude.
He's saying like, listen,
they're at cheer camp.
A lot of these kids who are kidnapped may have just been in the occupied territories.
Yeah,
I don't know how many, but I don't think I don't think this is a big deal.
He's like, there's a lot of parents who want their kids back, but keep in mind there's a couple of parents who don't want their kids back, and we don't want to send the kids back in that case. Stay in Russia.
I don't. If they're with their families, I don't think they would count as kidnapped, right?
Right.
I don't think they would count that anyway.
No.
Yeah.
Russia already with their parents. The resolution doesn't answer this question. So honestly, this sounded quite fishy. And I felt the resolution was exaggerating the problem. And not only that, I felt that Europe is trying to use this very serious issue to demonize Russia even more.
What?
Bro, they don't need help being demonized. They're fucking demons. They're terrible. Or I mean, like Putin is he's a terrible fucking tyrant.
Sure.
Who's sending people into like an actual death mill. Just like fucking 1 million people died now. 1 million people died.
Yeah.
On the Russian side alone, I think that's the estimate. Is that right?
Let me look. Can you imagine that? He's just sending all these young men. Just the value for life is just completely nothing.
And speaking of North Korea, they're sending North Korean soldiers in there.
Yeah, I saw.
Who's forced.
They're getting absolutely they're just getting creamed, bro.
Yeah.
They're sending the North Korean special forces with zero combat experience, and they're just getting drone striked.
That's insane.
In Ukraine now?
Yeah, they're fighting
like
on the front.
in Ukraine proper. Because I had heard that they were just being used in the parts of Russia that Ukraine had captured. Because I feel like
I don't know where they were, but I know some got captured, some will.
Right, no, I know that
surrendered.
that's happening and everything. I had heard that if they cross the line into sending North Koreans into Ukraine, that would be like big escalation. I don't know. Maybe that has happened now, but my understanding is they were just on the other side. So Russia, it's 1 million casualties, which technically that could just be wounded people that are.
Casualty? Doesn't that mean dead?
No. Casualty just means somebody that's taken out of combat. It can be from being wounded or from dying.
You sure?
I'm very sure. I'm very sure about that one.
Fact check you.
Die! Fact check me, bro.
Person killed or injured in a war.
There you go.
Let me ask ChatGPT.
I did. That wasn't a good enough answer?
No.
I'm conceding that you were more correct. No.
Person killed or injured. But doesn't it mean usually killed when talking?
People are saying it's confirmed that they have been in Ukraine itself. That's fucking crazy as fuck,
They don't sound very threatening. They don't seem like very...
Still, though, it just means that there's like it's a totally different country other than Russia now is also invading Ukraine. That's
all right, well,
wonderful.
Casualties of war. Apparently casualties can survive.
Yeah. That term, it's not just any injury, it's an injury that takes them out of being in fighting shape in some way or form. You know what I mean? It means they're off the front. they're effectively been removed from the fight.
Got it.
I talk to him. I mean, why? He's a war criminal.
So this way, the European politicians will have more arguments to re-arm Europe, which I think is a very bad idea that will not bring peace in the country.
Dude, you are such a fucking bitch. What a dumbass loser. What a moron. What are you doing, you goofball idiot? Jesus Christ. Also, bro's chilling out in Cyprus while like all these people on the Russian, all these countries on the Russian border are like, does anybody want to help us?
Are we next?
Yeah.
On the contrary, it could lead to a war, and thus more kids will be at danger of losing their families or their homes, and even their lives.
He's
At
saying
that
like a
moment,
wider European war, but
okay.
I felt that it was contradictory to vote for a resolution which I thought it could cause the very thing it's supposed to aim to prevent. I felt that if we really care about kids in war, we will try to end this war peacefully through diplomacy and not through weapons.
So
I chose
Love suggested that he's being paid by Russia and is an asset. Totally plausible scenario.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
He's just dumb.
It is possible, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It is possible.
It is.
I could see both. I could see both scenarios.
I don't know if you know this, Fidias, just to address your point here.
kids in war. We will try to end this war peacefully through diplomacy and not through weapons. So I chose to.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, Fidias, but Russia's the one that attacked.
That was a bit nasty. I apologize.
I think that's an important thing to say. Like, hey, put down our weapons, guys. Time to stop fighting. Well, that'd be good advice if they attacked Russia first, and we're trying to take parts of Russia.
It was very, very.
You know,
like
there's one side
Ethan,
in this war that can end
Ethan,
it. Yeah,
you've had your say. Phidias, would you like to respond?
It was very, very cool. Like. One thing that when I was with you, I was thinking, oh yeah, in the future I will be less. I mean,
is he talking
it's
about?
Me, it's Fidias.
Oh,
what do I want? Do I don't want?
Fidias.
And it's kind of crazy how far society.
Fidias,
idea
are we?
Couple is and my idea. I'm not sure.
No, right. No, yeah. Phidias, are we talking about Russia or what are we talking about here?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay.
It's true or not. I'm 100% true.
Can you hear me?
Right, but I don't want to live with a person that I will be married to it. And when you understand conversation,
all right, Phidias, everybody. He's clearly, he's got it all going on.
Okay.
Big Fid out there making moves. They got his ass in the very back. You notice that?
That might just be because he's new.
Yeah, probably.
The resolution, and to my surprise, only me and two other members of the parliament.
To my surprise, everybody else understood that kidnapping children. That's a funny Putin drawing.
Yeah, I think this we have what he was actually researching in that shot. If you could show my screen.
I'm covering Lena. I don't know how to show your screen.
At this moment, I started not to be so confident in my decision. Maybe I had missed something important from the whole picture. So I finally decided to change my vote into abstention. This is something that the European Parliament allow its members for a couple of hours after the vote to be able to change.
I'd shut up, dude. What a fucking dumbass. Everybody else figured out that we shouldn't be, that returned the kidnapped kids. That's all.
Yeah.
One of 3 out of 720.
And he went to Russia at some point.
That is a little sussy.
After the war.
He went to Russia.
Yeah.
To do diplomacy, dude. He's a trained diplomat.
Yeah.
Okay.
On a I guess technically if he does it, it's official, but it wasn't an official mission, which I think is sus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking the stars, and I was like, wow. And you're like,
oh,
it's been
all
1.5
right, dude.
years.
I don't know.
What did
No. We've heard enough from you, Fidias.
Some things that change in your mindset, in your So first, you were the first person to kind of.
Okay, Fidias, that's enough. Thank you. You've done enough damage as is. Thank you.
It's good to do.
Thank you, Fidias. You can sit down, please.
Having a person to talk when you're down, when you are.
All right, dude.
Having sometimes when
chair,
I'm
the
alone,
chair demands
this. This is
floor,
one of the
please.
things that I miss. Just
can we kill his mic, please?
And
all right,
hugging,
all right, cut his mic. Cut his mic.
Golly.
Just
no.
Nope. Nope.
So maybe
let's change the. Let's add to the title James Charles.
Okay. And movies.
Hasan Piker. I think we could clickbait the current title more, where it's like Hasan Piker's hiding something. His little feet. Hasan Piker's hiding a controversy. What? Yeah, dude. What? That is a click-worthy one.
We just keep. We'll talk about it later.
Hasan Piker.
Move forward.
It is hiding his tiny feet
Move
from
forward.
us. Okay, yeah, but let's add Jamesy Poo and movie reviews. All right, so up next we've done 4 things on our list here. So let's talk about our top movies here.
Doing that?
Yeah, we can do that next.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to this commenter here who I saw this and I thought that's a fun idea.
Yes.
AST
Asterisked.
Asterisk. We need an official top 5 movies from each crew member with scores for future movie discussions. We need references. All right.
Okay.
Very important.
Well, I can start us off.
Sure.
Let me pull mine up.
Oh, I like this act. This is perfect. Let's keep it focused on the movies today. You know what I mean?
I give it 2 thumbs up. All right, guys. So I tried my best. My top ones, I couldn't narrow it down more than 7.
Okay, I can't judge at all because my list has significantly more than 5. In fact, it has significantly more than 7.
Back. It's getting me in the mood to review films.
Keep that going. So yeah, okay, fair enough. You did your best. This can be an excruciating process to narrow it down.
I'll say this: the top 7 are without a doubt. These are the ones.
Okay.
I have 8 honorable mentions that were like I was like, I love these movies. Do they belong? But ultimately, searching my soul, these are the ones I came.
Okay.
So number 1, and in no particular order, by the way. Number 1, Fifth Element.
Wow. Fifth Element made it into the top 5.
Dude, that movie is unbelievably good.
Okay.
It's got it all. You not seen it?
I have not.
I've never seen it.
It's a science fiction film.
No, it's funny.
And it stars Bruce Willis and Mia George.
There was a famous designer that did all the clothing design and stuff, but like visually, the way that it's
a very cool looking movie.
Thank you, Luke. Everybody is amazing.
Thank you, Luke. He's talking about the director.
I need to make a list of movies that I need to watch. I'll start it with Fifth Element.
I'll pull this up.
It's such a great film. And like it has great music in it. There's this one famous scene with the.
That's cool. It's
and
like,
then show what's that actor's name?
Which one?
The Jackie Chan's partner.
Oh, Chris Tucker.
Yeah, Chris Tucker is amazing.
Really, really great character.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this movie a lot. I have some issues with it personally, so it didn't really enter into the top contention.
What do you have with Fifth Element?
I rewatched it a couple years ago, and like certain parts of it were a little groany and eye-rolly, but
I mean, yeah, it's a little campy.
Does it make you cry?
Not at all. It's just fun, good times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is very fun.
Not really. Not. It's just it's a good It's just a great film.
I'm strong.
Yeah, and the production design, like you said, is excellent. Like all of the costumes, all of the sets are really cool. The makeup for the aliens is super cool. It's funny. Yeah, it's a solid flick.
So that's Fifth Element. Up next is Big Lebowski.
Very good.
Everybody's favorite. You've not seen Big Lebowski?
No.
What the fuck?
Wait, let me see. I don't think I have.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, I mean, this is an all-time American classic. Generally, I don't really like comedy movies per se, but this isn't so much a comedy. It's more like it is a comedy.
It is a
much
comedy,
so, but it's also like a film noir detective. Experience.
Yeah, they were purposely
and it's
aping that style.
It's got these amazing characters. It's a very much a character-driven film, and it's just incredible. The acting is incredible. It has these amazing cast, and it's just it's just an iconic film. There's really nothing like it out there.
I've heard so much about this movie, and I've seen all the memes, and I'm very familiar with that aspect of it.
You
but I
must
was
watch
so
it.
surprised when I realized it was about bowling.
Well, it's not about bowling, but that's like the overarching theme of it is that they're
That
bowlers.
shocked me, honestly.
Yeah, they're bowlers.
The story is not really about bowling. They just bowl a lot in the movie. Basically.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. The bowling aspect takes on a big persona, but it's not about bowling.
You know that picture he has in his house of Richard Nixon bowling?
Yeah.
Him? I had that. We had that in our garage when I was growing up.
That's awesome. You think we'll get claimed for the Ashes and the Folgers for playing that?
Without a doubt.
Probably.
Yeah. Please watch that film if you haven't.
I'll watch it.
The next one I've got here is The Royal Tenenbaums.
Interesting.
Which is by far, what's his name?
Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson's best movie. It's again, incredible characters, incredible cast. Very much a character-driven film. The cast is unbelievable. When you look at the people in this, Bill Murray, Ben Stiller, Gwyneth Paltrow, Hugh Jackman. Rest in peace.
No, he's with us. Hugh Jackman.
No. The guy who died, not Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman is in the movie.
What's that guy's name who died and his dog was dead and his wife?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, Gene Hackman.
Yeah, Gene Hackman.
Oh, yeah, Gene Hackman.
I was like, I didn't know
Gene
he was
Hackman
still with
was
us.
amazing. Oh my god. I love that film so very much. It's stylistically shot amazing. The music is amazing. Just scene for scene, just such a great.
I gotta watch it.
Great experience.
A lot of the movies you're mentioning, I watched when I was a kid, and I haven't watched them since. I don't even remember anything with this movie, so I gotta rewatch.
Oh, it's such a great. It's powerful. It's funny. It's moving, in a good way. It's not sad really per se. It's more like
there's sad parts of it, but yeah, it's a great movie. I guess it's slight spoiler, but Wes didn't make it onto my list, but he was heavily considered. I mostly agree with you. I personally am a little. I know it's probably the better movie, Royal Tenenbaums. I'm a little bit of a Steve Zissou head.
No.
Just a little bit.
That movie.
I love that movie a lot.
It doesn't hold a candle to Royal.
I think it may be because it was the first Wes Anderson movie that I saw, and I just really fell in love with it, and that made me see all the rest of it.
The characters and the story and the just like the whole development in the world.
Yeah, I agree. I get it.
Look at it. Life Aquatic is great.
It's great.
It is great film. That's my second favorite of his.
Okay.
Have you seen Isle of Dogs?
Yes.
I loved it.
Yeah, it's a nice movie.
And when you say it, it sounds like I love dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
And I do.
and
I do.
Did you guys watch the Asteroid City? I
haven't seen that one yet.
I love Wes Anderson, and I was struggling with that one for some reason.
Oh,
interesting.
A lot of his newer movies, I'm not enjoying.
I love.
It's just getting a little bit like it's getting a little redundant. The whole Wes Anderson thing.
Yeah.
You know, at first, like when he first hit, it was so fresh, the characters and the dialogue, and just stylistically how everything's all symmetrical and stylized.
Mm-hmm. But Avery's saying Asteroid City was mid.
Oh yeah,
his new stuff is just.
But yeah, that middle period with Life Aquatic and Tenenbaums. I really like the Darjeeling Limited too. I don't know if
That one didn't hit so much for me.
Okay, I enjoyed that one. Honestly, the third after Life Aquatic and Royal Tenenbaums for me is probably his first movie, Bottle Rockets. The one with Luke and Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I think so.
I really
know
like that
of
movie
it.
a lot.
Luke. Who?
Thank you, Luke.
Luke. Who's also in Royal Tenenbaums, by the way.
Right.
So, okay, that's my top number 4.
Mm-hmm.
This is 1971, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
That's a great pick.
The original one.
Yeah.
Okay.
With
Just
Gene
unbelievably entertaining, funny, creative.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
It's just unbelievable. The comedy is like slick. It's funny. I watch those jokes still hit, man, so hard. And the music and just the performance is just, wow, what
We
a
have
movie.
Got to get you in a production of Willy Wonka the musical, and you have to play Willy Wonka. That's like your
I was born for
dream
that.
role. It'd
All
be
right.
perfect for you.
Yep. Can't you
Yep.
in a world of pure imagination.
See? Did you hear that?
No.
I did. So did they.
So Willy Wonka, again, if you haven't seen it, it's such a treat.
Whoa, I have a very hot take for you from Avery.
Uh-oh.
Said Wonka with Timothy Chalamet is better. I love Willy Wonka with Gene, but Wonka was superior.
Yeah,
Ethan needs
I
to
know-
stop
I know-
dodging it and be enlightened.
I know
That's what he
people
said.
say that to be. I think
That's crazy.
That
to
is
hear.
insane. I mean, it's honestly disgusting.
I haven't seen it, so I can't.
I have
judge,
an even
but that's a
harder
big
take.
claim.
Avery is great. He's right about everything usually. I don't trust his movie takes since he likes The Last Jedi. That's
Checkmate.
He's compromised.
Avery, I love
that
you,
is
buddy. I
interesting.
love you. You know, I appreciate you, but
he's typing, so
it's disgusting, frankly.
My hot take
Shame on
is
you.
that I like the Johnny Depp one more.
that is.
Did you- have you
that's
seen
an
it?
actual hot take.
Have you seen the 1971?
I started watching it and I lost interest.
No shot. That movie's good from the get.
Oh,
No, I haven't watched the first one.
Okay.
oh, AB,
You could, that movie is amazing from the first shot.
AB's spreading misinformation.
What?
He said, "I don't love The Last Jedi. I just don't think it's the
Yeah,
worst of the
wait, why are
of
you
the
lying?
three new
He's,
trilogies."
he's
Why would you lie?
backtracking because I spent 2 hours in stream calling him out for how shitty it was.
Is that true, Avery? Are you backtracking?
Wait, and he's saying AB thinks Rise of Skywalker is better. Come on, bro, be for real. I'm sorry. I'm actually with Avery. I think the Rise of Skywalker is the worst of the three, and I don't like them at
This
all.
is a whole
but-
thing I don't want to get into, but
Okay.
it wasn't that it was better. It's pretty much that Last Jedi just.
You made it sound like he likes the movie. He just thinks Rise of Skywalker is worse.
Nah, he pivoted.
Which I think is
he's
a-
changing the goalpost.
Okay,
It's
well,
okay.
that's between you two. That's between you two.
So what happens in Willy Wonka? Do all the kids die? All the bad kids?
Kind of.
All of them but one.
You're right. Only
Yeah,
the good one.
One survives and he gets it all.
Yeah.
Dark story.
Yeah,
You
a little bit.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
James Charles scandal is disgusting. Our favorite. Just that. James Charles scandal is disgusting, and Hasan Piker's secret shame.
Let's just do just James Charles.
James Charles?
No Hasan Piker.
No Hasan Piker's little feet?
I don't know how many people are clicking for that.
No one
Okay,
cares.
Okay, well, that's why we have to dress it up like it's a scandal.
We have other great stories.
Yeah.
So lead with James Charles scandal is disgusting. Is that good?
Sure.
James Charles scandal continues to disgust.
Oh.
Wonderful.
No.
No.
James.
guys, please.
No, I got
This
here.
is like-
Dan,
No,
I,
it's so bad
Dan,
when we
I
do
want to
this.
hear him. Go ahead, love.
No, Dan doesn't want me to.
Who the fuck's in charge around here?
James Charles' situation just got worse.
You love that. I'm not sold on the it just got worse one.
Up to you.
Does that work for you in your case?
Oh, yeah.
Really? That one always pulls?
Yeah. Because no one likes a follow-up story. But if it got worse,
people like follow-ups.
Sometimes.
If it's good.
If it's good.
James Charles just got more disgusting.
Sure. I've lost.
I can't tell if Dan's typing the title feverishly or if he's.
No, Yes, I am.
You are.
I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible because this is
I
the
hear
worst
you,
content that we do. Is when we talk about the title.
Honestly, that's your opinion.
It's a fact.
It's
in my opinion.
It's debatable. It's debatable. Yeah.
It's
So
just a fact in my
James
opinion.
Charles is a disgusting monster. And Hasan Piker scandal gets even worse. Let's do it for Hasan. Because that's funny because it's just his little feet. Yeah. That I like. All right, continuing on. Number 5. This movie, wow. The Matrix. Blew my mind. I have never had my mind blown in theater like that movie. I had the pleasure, the privilege of watching that in the theater with my dad when it came out. I didn't know anything about the movie. I just heard that it was like an interesting movie. We went and watched it. Mind fucking blowing. The best action, revolutionized the action genre. The story was mind bending. Wow. What a great movie.
It was almost in my list, but it is great. And I watched it in theaters too, and I was blown away. Me and my cousins went to watch the second one in theaters, and we brought my uncle who's 95, and he had no idea what the fuck was going on. We didn't tell him any of the story or anything, and he was just fucking pissed. He was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And he just kept screaming. He kept screaming bullshit throughout the movie.
Bullshit.
Because our dumbasses didn't explain why Neo was fighting 50 guys at once.
Well, why do you need to explain? Oh, you watched probably the second one.
The second one, yeah. The second one.
Yeah.
That would be very confusing.
The second one was pretty. That movie fell off pretty quickly.
I've never seen The Matrix.
Okay, you need to stop.
You know, whenever you guys talk about blue pill, red pill, I think I've just tried to figure out what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how have you not seen them? Just please.
This could be the next movie
This one,
review.
I put it on my list.
That's a very
I'm confused. You didn't put Shawshank on your list.
Well, I'm not done.
I thought you said number 5.
I'll be honest. With Shawshank's an honorable mention.
Wow, that
didn't
was the
make my
first
list.
one that you were like, Olivia, you need to sit down and watch this.
It's a great movie. It's on my honorable mention.
It's on your honorable mentions.
I
but
have 2 more on my
Okay.
tops. Number 6, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh, interesting.
One of the great. It's a Japanese film.
No, it's not.
Chinese, sorry. It's a Chinese film, and it won Best Picture of the Year, which was the first foreign film to do so at the time. It is stylistically so. It's kind of like, in my opinion, a predecessor of The Matrix in that it revolutionized the action genre.
The Hong Kong wire work was just in general. Like they didn't invent that in that movie. That was like a thing going in Hong Kong cinema for a while. But it's a great example.
It was just magical. It was.
It's how they like fly around.
Oh,
they
I
have,
see.
They have the actors suspended on wires, and that's they're like jumping around.
So is
doing
it
acrobatics
is it magic or are they just they're
skilled? They're
it's
ninjas.
It's like
They're-
chi.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like chi magic. Basically.
Okay, like
they have like
I like
ninja
that. I like
magic.
that.
There's certain like powers you can unlock by being like super high level.
See, that's
ninjas.
that's real life lore. That happened.
It's not ninja. They're doing kung fu.
That happened actually.
Kung fu movie.
You're talking about Matrix Reloaded, right? Because I believe The Matrix came out first.
What? He's talking about Crouching Tiger.
What are we talking?
No,
What are you
said
talking about?
You said it inspired The Matrix with its action. You said it was a predecessor for The Matrix.
No, that came out after Matrix.
Yeah,
had to have.
Oh, so maybe
No,
I
no,
misheard
sorry.
you.
I said it was. What I meant was that, like the Matrix set before, how it affected the action genre. I felt this movie was as influential. But not only that, beautiful story, amazing pacing, like
great music,
just stunning.
Cinematography is insane.
Cinematography, stunning, just emotional. The action is probably one of the best fight scenes in any movie ever.
I'd say specifically the fight scene between Michelle Yeoh and the young girl,
amazing,
is like the coolest duel scene in any movie.
I
ever.
totally agree. That
rocks.
I get shivers watching that scene.
Oh, damn! I might have to.
It's
I didn't think of this movie. It's definitely a contender too. I guess it probably doesn't get quite into my favorite, but I love this movie. It's a great pick.
I'm gonna watch this one tonight. I think that it looks really.
Let me
cool.
tell you about this scene.
Yeah.
It's not really a spoiler,
No,
but
don't worry about
so
it.
he's fighting one of his disciples, and he's like the greatest living kung fu guy at the moment, and he's his disciple. He's fighting his disciple, and she is using like this super famous sword, and he just picks up a stick, and she can't, and he just fucking dominates her with a
just
stick.
obliterates her with a stick. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Jordan, thank you for the 50 podcast gifted memberships. Wow, we've been getting. I think
Jordan.
this is the third set of 50 today.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Love you. I want to give you a kiss. Oh my God.
I'll just give you a
Crouching
big fat
Tiger,
kiss.
Hidden Dragon. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So that rounded out your list.
And
or
I
that was
think,
an honorable mention.
Mubai Lin, I forget what's the main character's name, who's played by Chow Yun-fat. One of the greatest action protagonists ever. I love it.
The man has aura. The man has aura.
And I love the play, the interaction with him and his co-star. Just unbelievable.
Yep.
And that's the first time I saw her in a movie, and she's become quite famous. But
Michelle Yeoh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was already fairly big. She was in one of the best Jackie Chan movies in like the golden era of Jackie Chan, and sort of became a legend in her own right because, like Jackie Chan, she did a ton of the stunts herself, and there's insane shit in that movie that she does.
She does insane kung fu, and she now does just dramatic roles that are.
Yeah, no, she's also just a great actress.
She won the Oscar for Everything Everywhere All at Once, didn't she?
Yeah,
I think so. And
Did she fight in that movie?
I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, there's a little bit of fighting.
She's also in Wicked.
And she's in
Yes,
Wicked.
she is.
She was in Wicked.
Wow, I love that movie so much.
Me too.
Not that one.
No.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
All right, well, I don't disagree with any.
You
I
would
think
love
those
it,
are all
though.
great movies.
I think you would
so.
love it.
I immediately
It's about
caught my
like
eye.
someone stealing ninja scrolls so they can steal.
Not
the hidden-
ninja.
Please, that's right up my alley.
That's right from the. That's from the beginning.
That's one of those movies I watched when I was a kid, but I don't remember. I remember walking on a sword. That's it.
Yep, that happens. Yep. The last one on my top greatest movies of
This
all
is
time.
another honorable mention, right?
This is my last legit movie.
Okay.
This is my top list. This is the last one on my top list in no particular order.
Right.
Have a friend for dinner, is it?
Spirited Away.
Great choice.
Miyazaki's greatest movie by far. One of the greatest movies by far. Probably the greatest animated film by far. It's just imaginative, moving, what a great movie.
You can't keep
Just from start to end, just a wonderful, wow.
Can't
Unbelievable.
disagree. As we'll see, I too may have a Studio Ghibli movie, maybe a different one.
You're gonna say Princess Mononoke, right?
We'll have to wait and see.
That is a really good one.
But Spirited Away is amazing.
Ugh.
Like no complaints.
And I mean, the influence it's had on pop culture. You see those Spirited Away characters still to this day, all represented in art everywhere.
I've never watched this, but I've seen these characters everywhere.
Yeah.
Man,
It's a good one.
It's a magical experience. It really is. It's
When I was a
so
kid
good.
and I saw her parents turn into those
It's
pigs,
terrifying.
scared the
Yeah.
fuck out of me. I still think about
Yeah,
it.
me too. It's terrifying. It's just so good.
So good.
Wow.
My dad showed me all the Ghibli movies when I was really young, and it's like ingrained in my brain. It
How
was-
old were you? Because I'm wondering when to start watching those with my boys.
I don't want to I must have been like 14 maybe.
Yeah.
So not super young.
They're yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 8, maybe, for Spirited Away.
Yeah, I think 8's
Yeah.
probably old enough. So I'm just gonna blast through my honorable mentions. So honorable mentions, these are ones that I think are must see, great all-time classics, but they're not solidified in my mind as the greats of all time for me. So honorable mentions: Forrest Gump, Saving Private Ryan,
Sure, good one.
Casablanca.
Oh, you like Casablanca, huh?
Love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Unbelievably
Based.
good. The screen, the writing.
A lot of people, it's black and white. It's old. It's
It's
old timey.
still got it.
I agree. I think it's a wonderful movie.
As far as old movies go, that's the one that's still got it. I just love it. Batman Begins.
Over The Dark Knight?
Yeah, Batman Begins is my favorite.
That's kind of a hot take.
For sure. I love that movie.
Interesting.
I did not like the other one as much.
That's probably the hottest take on this list so far.
Batman Begins, I love the origin story. I was so sold on it. And him as the character and the world they built.
It's just that The Dark Knight has just become like the one, you know? But
yeah, it didn't have that magic for me that the first one did.
Okay.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Fair enough.
Next is Shawshank Redemption.
Sure.
The next.
Yes, great one.
Unforgiven.
Oh.
Inception. And Good Will Hunting.
Love.
So there's my list. Ethan brings it to you.
This is a good list.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you.
Avery is laughing about your choice of Inception. LMAO Inception.
Why? That movie's amazing.
I agree. I think
that movie is like, bro, if you're gonna try to be like too cool for school, like, oh, everybody's Inception. Oh, no, that movie was popularized for a reason. It's a fucking amazing action movie.
I think it's my favorite Nolan movie. I like it more than Interstellar.
It's his best movie. There's no question.
Memento, maybe. I really like Memento.
Memento's very good. It's kind of a different scale. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, but it's one of those two.
Inception, like The Matrix, I saw it in the theater and I was just like blown away by it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
That's a good one.
And once again, shame on you, Avery. All right, who wants to go?
I had it in. Let's just go down the list on the doc.
So I liked how Ethan revealed one by one. If we show our lists, it's going to show all of them at the same time. I'm just curious what you guys think.
Okay,
maybe we should not.
that's
Maybe
a
we
good
should
point.
not show the whole list.
Okay.
We had like galleries that had the list.
Just read your list off like I did.
So I'm next.
All right, go ahead, Amy.
So I added some honorable mentions as well, but starting with Scarface.
Okay, of
course.
Yep. Saw that one coming.
That's my favorite movie.
Uh-huh.
You know, critically Scarface was not really critically acclaimed.
When it first came out,
Yeah,
people
isn't that
they were trying to give it like an X rating, trying to shut it down, but
really, I didn't know about all that. It is a pretty.
I love it. It's like two movies in one. It's the rise of Tony, then the fall, and I don't know, Al Pacino, all the performances. I just thought it was great.
Yeah, it's a pretty insane movie.
After that, I have The Godfather.
Yep.
It's The Godfather. I don't feel like I really need to explain it, but I do like the first one the best. I know a lot of people like the second one. I like the first one because Marlon Brando's in it.
Dude,
Robert
the first
Duvall.
one is amazing.
Yeah,
People like the second one more?
Yeah, well, people often refer to movies that have a better sequel as like a Godfather 2, but like if the sequel's better.
I think you're right. The Marlon Brando aspect is, you can't get away from that.
Yeah. The Lion King.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
The cartoon?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's a great movie.
The animated one. I mean the real life. Whatever.
Great soundtrack. One of the best soundtracks ever.
Elton John.
It's it's probably the best Disney movie, right?
Yeah.
Of the Disney cartoon
of like
era?
of that era.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, it's got.
I mean, there are other strong contenders, but it's pretty. It's damn near
Aladdin.
perfect.
I would put up there.
Yeah.
with it.
Aladdin's good.
That's true.
I think obviously it follows Hamlet, but just the execution with
Yes, it does.
what's his name? James Earl Jones, Rip to the Goat.
Rip to the Goat, dude.
Everyone. I just think Sir Matthew Broderick.
Sir Matthew.
Okay, after Lion King, Goodfellas.
Chorus.
Jesus, you're a good old boy.
He is.
I love my movies. When I was in college, me and my roommate just had Goodfellas on loop, just at our place.
I think I could have guessed AB's list except for Lion King, although that's not like surprising or anything. But it's the movies that he talks and quotes all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the dude that loves mob movies. List. I love mob movies. Or there's one I saw in the theater that was, I don't know if this is one of your favorite. I forget. It came out like somewhat recently. With it and had all the usual characters. I'll look it up.
Irishman? Is that what
no,
you're
it was
talking about?
before that one, I think.
Oh, I don't know. They all kind of blend.
The Sandlot.
Interesting.
Oh,
I haven't seen that.
Not two.
I did love that movie as a kid.
I
watched
haven't seen it
lot
since
as
I was a kid.
Oh, I love it. I'd have like Scarface or The Sandlot on loop when I was in high school when I was like doing homework, just so I had some background noise. It was always those two movies. I don't know. It reminds me of summertime with the guys when I was younger, playing basketball all day. But yeah. After that, Back to the Future. I was just
OG.
Great.
OG. I was taken by this when I was a kid. Just the whole concept of time travel was just super cool to me. And it's funny because recently I showed it to my nieces and they were just as amazed as I was.
Oh, this is the one I was thinking. I don't know why I thought it came out recently. Once Upon a Time in America. I think that's my favorite.
Once Upon a Time in what?
Once Upon a Time in America is my favorite mob movie, I think.
That's not recent at all.
No, yeah, it's not recent. I don't know why I thought that.
So my honorable mentions: The Matrix.
Sure.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Sure.
Again, just one of those movies that, like, as a kid, I was like, captivated by it.
Yeah.
And then The Mummy.
The Mummy.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's
what's up.
The Mummy.
I love The Mummy. I think the relationship between Brendan Fraser's character and his wife, ends up being his wife, I feel like they're one of the most believable couples in film. I don't know. I think they did really good together. Love Brendan Fraser.
Me too, man.
My grandma loved this movie. She had it on loop. So yeah.
There it is. The
Very
Mummy.
good.
Your mom's mummy loved Mummy.
Yes.
One
Or
thing
your dad's mummy. I don't know which one.
I've noticed about AB, you love replaying movies, and you just have movies
do.
on all the time, and I find that very fascinating. I almost never rewatch any movie ever.
I used to do that. I've done that with a few movies, Big Lebowski and Pulp Fiction for a time. I kept watching that movie back.
Allison is a big movie rewatcher. She'll rewatch the same movies all the time. I'm sort of the opposite. Even movies that I love, I've only seen a couple times.
Same here.
I'm more than that. I'd say, yeah.
I could probably like recite The Mummy, Scarface.
Really?
Like,
Wow.
yeah.
My cousins are the same way. They just rewatch everything, and then when you watch it with them, they'll like say the lines as they go.
Yeah. Well, like when I'm like in high school when I was studying, I didn't like just the quietness in my room, so I'd have a movie playing.
That's valid.
Yeah.
I wish I could pull up a scene from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna get claimed.
Dicey.
I'll get mega claim.
It's all these are things that are
Such a shame.
insta claims. I'm afraid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go, ABs. Thank you. Very good. There it is. AB in a nutshell. Who's next?
Next, it's Olive.
Okay, so one of these movies you guys really were confused by last week when I told you that it was one of my tops. So I'll start with that one.
Okay.
Chef.
Right.
This is the controversial.
Yes, this is one, two, three. This is the fourth movie on my list, but I think let's get it out of the way now.
So is it in order? Because mine were in order.
Mine is in order.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Was
Yeah.
your in order, AB, or just no particular?
No, I mean Scarface was first, and that was my favorite. But besides that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So have you ever seen Chef?
I don't think I've ever actually watched Chef.
Oh,
It's quite fantastic.
it's very good, Ethan.
Honestly, it's one of those movies where I always hear about it and I see it on Netflix, and then I'm just like, I don't feel like it.
No, it's a love
You know what I
story
mean?
about a father and his son. It's really beautiful.
I do love my sons.
Yeah, and do you like food and cooking and stuff?
I like cooking.
He does.
It's pretty.
I think you would love the movie.
cinematography on the food
Really?
itself.
Okay, shit. Okay.
You should watch it.
All right, Chef.
Yeah.
Yay.
It wouldn't approach my top list.
Somebody
or anything,
said-
but it's a good movie.
It is.
Somebody
just
said
watched
Troy.
it
I want to.
recently.
I want to give a shout out to someone.
Huh?
Troy was the movie with Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah.
I know it's not held in the highest regard. I love that movie.
Really?
It's so fucking.
Okay, that's a little bit of a hotter take for sure.
It's not in
than
my
most of your
list, but I
picks.
just saw
Okay.
someone say it, and
I love that fucking game.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Okay. That's valid. It's valid.
No, totally irrelevant. Go ahead, Olivia.
Has anyone here seen Chef?
Yeah. I've seen
So my one thing, and my brain rot brain immediately goes to Filthy Frank and iDubbbz. I cannot get. They reference
name's
this
Jeff.
movie, and they're like,
My name's
"Have
Jeff."
you ever seen Chef?" that was
Why
their
did they
thing.
do that? What was the joke?
Because they had a DVD of Chef, and
Wow,
they
good
just
taste.
always had it around, and it was like this long-running meme, and that's my only ever connection to that
Wow.
movie. I didn't even know it was a serious movie until
No,
now.
it is. It
Yeah.
is. I recommend it to everybody.
I'll have to watch it now. But I've never.
name's Chef. That's a
okay, so my
combination of
top-
the two
Yeah,
memes.
my name Jeff.
My top movie is Juno.
Right, you met you.
Diablo
admitted that.
Cody is a genius who did the screenplay. Obsessed. Elliot Page was amazing. I think Juno is probably the coolest written character, and I know that people in chat are gonna get mad at me because they're like, Juno's not even magic. I don't care.
a good movie.
I think that Juno's presence is one of the most individual in all of film. So cool. And I think only Elliot Page could have played it correctly.
I watched it in like a sex ed class.
Really?
And it made me depressed at the time. I remember.
Oh,
yeah.
Sex ed?
It was
sounds
like
awesome.
a home something, but sex ed was part of it.
I have seen some
Yeah.
people saying that Juno is pro-life propaganda, but I don't think so.
Honestly, I watched it a long time ago.
Yeah, because she like goes to the abortion clinic and she doesn't say that it's wrong. She like actually kind of stands up for it, but then she chooses to keep the baby. So I don't. Maybe.
Well, what kind of movie is it? She just gets an abortion.
So true. It'd
Where's
be
the
over.
movie go from there?
Literally be over.
You know.
It's so good. My second choice, I said this as well last week, Captain Fantastic. So good, starring Aragorn.
I still have no fucking idea what that movie is.
It is so good.
I've never even heard of that.
Sorry, what was the title?
Captain Fantastic. It sounds like a
Fantastic.
superhero movie. My dad showed me this movie.
Oh, you know,
actually.
it looks exactly like the cover of Little Miss Sunshine. Remember
Which is
that?
also on my list. That's next.
I like that movie.
I like that movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh.
I love that fucking game.
Aragorn really like hit it out of the park with this performance.
He's a wonderful actor.
I had no idea it was him.
Was this well reviewed?
I think so.
Yeah.
By me.
What year did this come out?
2016.
Okay,
9 years ago.
2016 was more than 5 years.
There was an era in my life when I was watching like every movie that came out, and I think like since I went to college, basically, I almost don't ever go to the theater.
Certainly see a lot less movies than I used to. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, when I was like in middle school, that was like the hangout, and then you would just walk out the theater and go to another one.
Yep.
Yep.
All day long. We'd go there. Every summer, we'd ride our bikes to the theater,
Aw,
Yeah.
buy a ticket, and then we would watch sometimes 3 movies in a day.
that's
Yeah.
fun. I did that with my friends when Ted came out. Summer of 2012. We got tickets to see Dark Knight Rising, maybe? And then we stayed and we went into Ted.
Snuck into.
I can't
Ted.
imagine doing
It was
that
a
now.
radar.
Like, oh
Yeah.
my God, what a waste of time.
And there's like a
9 hours. You have nothing to do as a kid, though. Your time is so worthless.
Yeah.
Now a lot of theaters have assigned seats as well, so it's a lot harder.
Yeah, that's true.
Those days are gone, man. There was no
I'm sure you can
assigned
still
seats.
do it.
No,
if
you
it's-
can still do it because if you look at certain times, there's no one in the theater, especially not at the Grove. The Grove is always full.
I guess.
But like the ones like in surrounding areas.
Yes.
If you go on a
empty.
summer day in the middle of the week, that's pretty killer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I used to go on my free periods in high school. I would go to the Lamley.
Lamley.
That is way too long for a free period, Olivia.
No, we had a block schedule.
Oh, so you weren't even skipping class?
No, it was a free period.
How long's a free period?
With block schedules, each block I think is an hour and a half,
At
maybe.
high
and
school?
then yeah, and then lunch was also a
fuck?
part of it, so I could go see that Amy Schumer movie when it dropped. Not that
My
I
high
loved.
school was
I did.
nothing like that. Anywho.
Okay, so Little Miss Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
They are kind of all the same vibe. I'm realizing I have a type.
Sure. That's
I
fine,
think
though.
maybe it's because like all of them. I don't think all of them could be a play, but they kind of, in terms of the writing being a lot more forefront than like action. I think that maybe that's why. I don't
They're
know.
also like family ensemble cast,
Yeah,
right?
and like heartbreaking, but also funny, kind of.
Now, based off of your selections here,
Yeah.
and correct me if I'm wrong, but when Ethan was giving his list, you said you haven't seen the Royal Tenenbaums?
I have seen
that's
clips of the Royal Tenenbaums.
Bro, that's the king of the family.
Should I watch?
ensemble.
Based off of your taste, I think you should see them.
Okay, absolutely. Writing it down.
Yeah.
Out of all of the ones that Ethan listed that you haven't seen, that's the
Okay.
one that I'm pretty confident you're going to really like.
All right.
That's the king of dysfunctional family
Can't wait.
dramas. Yeah.
I, by the way, asked my dad, I was like, I'm trying to think of what my favorite movies are. Like, what do you think they are? And he was like, Miracle, which is a hockey movie. And I was like, no, I like to watch that with you. And then I was like, what else? And he was like, The Mighty Ducks. And I was like, that is literally another
that is a
hockey
good
movie.
Was he kidding?
No,
That he loves
I mean, those
hockey.
are the movies we
his
watch
favorite
with him. He also loves.
Maybe he doesn't know that you've seen other movies.
Yeah, maybe he thinks that I'm so uninformed.
I wore a hockey jersey once, and Olivia's like, "Hey, my dad just texted me and said he likes your jersey."
That's awesome. What a guy.
Love him. So my next one is Chef, and then My Old Ass. Like, really broke my heart this year. It's the Aubrey Plaza movie. It was
My Old Ass.
Yeah, I have not seen this.
Incredible.
Huh? And it. Wow. So
And,
it's
like,
a new
my-
film that's broken into your top 5.
Yeah, this
That's
was my
interesting.
dad. My dad made me watch this actually, and he was like, "You have to." And I was like, "It looks kitschy, it looks cheesy," and then it wasn't.
Has very good reviews. I mean, okay, fair enough.
It was very good. And then I have 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
The movie I've probably watched the most in my life is Black Swan, and I love it forever. Second
one.
honorable mention is I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Tarantino.
Oh.
I love that movie.
It's so good. And also,
that
it,
might be his best movie.
I watched it for the first time after, like, in COVID. I went down, like, I didn't know a lot about the Charles Manson cult, and so I had just learned about it because I had because I had nothing to do. I was just staying home, and then I watched that movie, and I was like, "Oh my god, I see all the references." I felt like I was the smartest girl in the world.
Yeah, that movie really impressed me. I thought it was great.
I agonized for a long time over Tarantino, and then in the end, I didn't include any Tarantino
Same.
movies.
Didn't even make honorable mention.
But I was agonized. Like, if I were to pick a Tarantino one, which one I would pick was too difficult. I think that's why I just ended up not even including him.
So I was wondering Kill Bill if I should add. I mean, it's a very fun movie.
I think for me, it came down to specifically Kill Bill 2, although it's kind of just one thing, right?
Yeah.
But I like the second one a little bit more than the first one. Or Django. I love Django.
So good.
Yeah, it didn't make my list. None of them did, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I searched my soul and it just wasn't there.
It just wasn't there. It wasn't there.
Well, thank you for sharing, Olivia.
Was that it? That was an honorable mention?
Yes, that's all of them. Thank you for listening.
Good picks. Good
Thank you
picks.
for opening your heart to us.
Always, always. And I'm going to need you to watch Chef, okay?
I think you will really enjoy it.
I don't know why.
I think it'll hit for you.
So opposed to turning it on.
It is such an enjoyable movie.
Do you know what I mean? There's like a block.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you
That's
know,
me with Forrest
you
Gump.
got to just force yourself because I feel like 10 minutes into it, you'll be enjoying yourself quite a
All
bit.
right. Should I get snacks? Is it going to make me hungry?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Get a Cubano sandwich because they make one and it looks so fucking good.
Just what kind of sandwich was it?
A Cubano sandwich.
Cubano?
Mhm.
That's with like roast beef or steak?
It's like they marinate the beef with like orange and then they put it with mustard and onion and it's like panini down, delicious, beautiful.
Very good. Up next, we've got Dan.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. While we were doing this segment, I forced myself to just pick 5. I don't feel super committed to these 5. There's many in my honorable mentions that could have got swapped in for these. However, I just had to go with my gut at the last minute. So here we go. In no particular order, for sure. Number 1, I have Mad Max Fury Road.
Is that the new one?
Not the newest one that
Was
just
the
came
one
out
with-
last year. It's the one that came out about 10 years
That
ago.
movie was really good.
I think it's the best action movie ever made.
I still got to watch that.
That movie's awesome. Yeah,
You
it's
haven't
really good.
seen it, brother?
It's a nonstop thrill ride.
It really is. It's not a movie that is really there to make you think. It's just pure adrenaline from beginning to end. Some of the best stunt work ever done. It's just, I love it. I love it. I love the setting. I love the world building that it does. It rocks. It rips. It kicks
I
ass.
co-sign. I co-sign.
Okay. Next, I have an overlap with Ethan here. I have The Big Lebowski. One of the movies I've seen the most in my life. I think I love the Coen brothers. I was close to doing Fargo instead of The Big Lebowski, but I just couldn't. Like, I love Fargo, but if I'm being honest with
It's
myself,
the vibes.
Yeah.
Fargo is like depressing and like violent and spooky and sad.
Yeah.
And Lebowski is just like, I loved every minute of that movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's endlessly quotable. I think I know every scene by heart of the entire film.
Your brother Seamus.
Yeah. And I really don't, like I said, rewatch movies that much, but I probably have seen The Big Lebowski 10 plus times, which for me is a lot. I know for some people that's not a ton.
Well, that's the first overlap.
I guess so, yeah. I think that was the first overlap. So, yeah, Big Lebowski. Next, a part of me felt a little bit silly including this one, but again, I just had to be honest with my feelings. It's the movie Airplane. I think it's the funniest movie ever made.
That's
it's going on like
interesting.
45, 50 years old, and it still makes me giggle pretty much from beginning to end. A lot.
I gotta watch that. You think my kids will like it, or is it vulgar?
Some of it's vulgar, although it's probably vulgar in a way that little kids wouldn't even understand anyways. It's not
there
like
nudity or anything weird?
There's some
there
like
might be like one shot of tits at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there is. Yeah.
I just remember the blow up doll. Some sexual stuff with the blow up
I
doll.
don't think they would know what that was.
Yeah.
Tits are fun.
But
Tits
besides
are
that, I
fun.
can see Teddy cracking up during that.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
And I think just in the sense that it's kind of like cartoony slapstick, just goofball ass humor is just it's really stuck with me. It's just it tickles my funny bone. And
H3
you know, it's not a cinematic masterpiece by any means, but I really do think it's probably the funniest movie I've ever seen.
There it is.
And another one of the few movies that I have repeatedly watched. I've probably seen that one many times as well.
I got to put that on someday here soon with the boys.
So yeah, Airplane is on there. Next is my pick from Miyazaki. It's My Neighbor Totoro.
What?
Yep. I've watched this movie a ton. This one is more of a personal reason, I guess.
That's a throwaway one.
Nah.
It's great. It's famous, but it's...
So it's the first one that I saw, and I saw it when I was very young. My aunt bought it for my sister and I when I was probably like 6.
Yeah.
And I was about the age of the main characters in the movie. And it's a strange movie. Nothing really happens. It doesn't have much of a plot. It's just kind of a mood piece. But I just loved it as a kid and watched it over and over. The animation is so good. And I think what has really made it stick with me is, you know, the whole movie is sort of set against this backdrop of like there's adult problems going on in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the mom is very sick, and it's sort of implied from like radiation poisoning from Hiroshima or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of the whole point of the movie is how the kids are just so innocent that it like they sort of understand, but they don't really. And for me, growing up watching the movie, it was an interesting experience because I watched it when I was about the age of those kids, and I also didn't really understand what was going on in the movie. And as I got older, more kind of layers to it started to become more apparent. And for that reason, I don't know. It's just, it's always stuck with me. And I love the characters. I love the design of the Totoros and the cat bus and everything. I still want to sit in that cat bus. Nothing has ever looked more comfy than when they sit on it's just the way it's animated. Sure. It's unbelievable.
You're gonna sit, we're going to get you in that cat bus. Yeah.
Someday.
I guess I got to rewatch that one.
Yeah, I got to watch it.
It's great. And I think watch it with your boys. Like,
yeah, it sounds like it.
I think it's one of the best ones for little kids.
I agree.
I never watched it, but the way you're explaining it, like that's how I feel about The Matrix. Like I loved it as a kid, but I had no idea what the hell was going on.
Right.
But as I rewatched, as
layers
I got older,
to
I'm
it
like,
became more and more apparent. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then rounding out my top 5, it's a little bit of a. Some people probably think this is a cringe pick. I almost didn't include it in the top 5 because of that, but then I said no. This is my list, and it's the movies that matter to me and that had an effect on me. It's Fight Club.
Love Fight Club.
I love the movie Fight Club. I went into that movie 1,000% blind. In fact, maybe not even blind. I remember thinking the trailers looked stupid and expected it to be a dumb movie.
It's one of the greats.
And I got talked into watching it when I was like 14 or so, and it just really fucking blew my skull off.
You know,
when I watched it, and I don't even want to talk about it too much for people that haven't seen it. If you don't know anything about Fight Club, go watch it. Go in blind.
That's
the best way to see that.
It was
film.
not spoiled for me, and
yeah.
I love
shirtless Eddie's in it.
The twist was one of the most.
Shirtless Eddie's in it.
He is. That's right. That's the twist.
yeah.
Oh, but there was a point in the movie where I just was like, wow, huge payoff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could actually make my honorable mention. Now that you mention it, I didn't even think about that. Is an amazing movie.
Yeah, and it has been co-opted by a lot of cringe people that you know take its message, in my opinion, in the wrong way. But I think at the end of the day, it really hit me as like a teenager, you know, and it got me very into the author of the books, novels. Who
they also wrote American Psycho, right? The same person?
No, different author.
You mean American History X?
Nope, not that either.
Okay, Dan.
No, I didn't mean either of those.
Shoe Nice says, get a VCR, Dan. Your selection sucks. Okay, fair enough.
Shoe Nice in chat, everybody.
We have Shoe Nice. Shoe Nice is top 5 too. If you want to read them.
Do we really?
Yeah, it's in the Discord.
We'll do him.
Shuey, what's your favorite movie?
He sent them.
Oh, you did?
Goodfellas.
Read it. Okay, when Dan's
Goodfellas, Raising Arizona. Great movies. Something About Mary. Okay, lose me a little bit on that one. The original Star Wars.
Wait,
saw it in theaters in 1970. I'm in the Discord. This is.
This is Shuey. Okay.
Yeah. No, these are not my picks.
Okay. Something About Mary is fun.
Yeah, sure.
Start over.
Okay. This is Shoe's top 5.
Discord.
Goodfellas. Raising Arizona. Great movie. Agree with you on that one. Something About Mary. I don't know, but
I like that movie. It's not best, but I like it.
Original Star Wars, and then he seen it in theaters in 1977.
Nice.
Can't argue with that if you were there for it. That must have been an incredible experience. And then Rocky 2, interesting. Good movie. I like the original better, personally, but Rocky 2 is still good. So, not bad list, dude.
Shoe Nice, everybody. Coming out with his top 5.
Yeah.
Check it out.
All right, and then I do have honorable mentions. It's kind of obnoxious how many I have, so I'll just run them down. We don't have to discuss every one. The original Alien, my favorite horror film of all time, and that was a very hard. That one almost squeezed into the top. The film Being John Malkovich. Have any of you ever seen that movie?
Yes. Wait, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah, it's good.
I fucking love that movie.
That's
that movie. I don't think any movie the ending has given me existential dread on the same level.
Andy Kaufman, what's his name?
Charlie Kaufman is who wrote it. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while. It's a movie.
It might be worth revisiting. It's a pretty powerful mind bender movie.
Okay, I haven't watched it, but the dude looks like Cam.
The main character?
At least in the screenshot.
Yeah, I could kind of see that.
Well, it's actually about John Malkovich, the actor, right?
Well, he is in it.
Yeah.
He's not the main character, but it's about people going through a door that makes you be John Malkovich for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And somehow that premise turns into one of the most fucked up things you've ever seen. So, great movie.
Has Kaufman wrote anything recently? I remember Adaptation was really...
Adaptation, he had one just a few years ago, actually, that I think he actually directed, too. I didn't see it, so I can't remember.
Let me look. Charlie Kaufman.
Yeah, you can look that up. Okay, next, there's a movie called Fantastic Planet. It's an animated movie from the 70s. That is another one that just really...
Is that the animated one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's pretty...
With the blue people?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
There's no dialogue, right?
No, there's dialogue. It's rather minimal, but yeah, no, there's dialogue.
I watched that movie on TikTok.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Like in parts?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
The good parts, but I don't understand anything, but it was interesting visually.
If I remember, there's not really a plot, right? It's kind of...
Oh, okay, so...
just a whole bunch of...
It looks really interesting and weird.
Okay, I'll keep running these down. Apocalypse Now, my favorite war movie by a lot, and my favorite of Coppola's movies. I like it even more than The Godfather. I know I'm just not that big on the gangster movie stuff. I do think Godfather's good, but I love Apocalypse Now. One of the only war movies that I would want to rewatch, because I feel like repeated rewatchings actually kind of reveal more.
I have a funny story. One day, I wanted to rewatch a war movie, and I'm never doing it again. I watched Deer Hunter Director's Cut.
I haven't seen Deer Hunter.
It is the most fucking stressful, depressing, depraved, fucked up movie. It's good. Mm-hmm. It's insane. And the director's cut is like 5 hours long. I was like the worst day. I was like, yeah, don't ever. I think Apocalypse Now is kind of, it also leaves you with just like, wow, the world is fucked.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that when you're watching the end credits, you just feel a gaping hole in your chest. Basically.
That I don't like that feeling.
I like, I don't like the feeling necessarily, but I do. I don't know. I like movies that really gut you like that. And that movie definitely guts you. And speaking of movies that gut you, okay, this is this is more out there pick, I think. People would be surprised by, but I have mentioned on the show many times what a big David Lynch fan I am. However, my favorite David Lynch film, and one of my favorite films of all time, is his film The Straight Story. Has anybody seen this movie? So it is the only non-weird,
Rest in peace, by the way,
fucked up, mind-bending movie that Lynch ever made. As the name kind of indicates, although that is a coincidence because the name of the character, his last name is Straight, and that's why it's called The Straight Story.
Is he gay?
No, he is straight.
That would have been ironic.
And it is just a really wholesome story about. It's based on a true story about an elderly gentleman who lives in the Midwest, who finds out that his brother, who he is estranged from, is dying, and he wants to go visit him, but he's does not have a car, and so he takes a ride-on mower across the country.
But is this a real story?
It is based on a true story.
Oh. The Straight Story.
The Straight Story.
Interesting.
His name is Alvin Straight. Alvin? Is it Alvin? I think it's Alvin Straight. And anyways, I saw it with my dad around the time that it came out. He showed it to me, and it just has stuck with me forever. It's just one of the most beautiful stories I've ever seen.
The man took a damn tractor
to go visit across several states to go visit his dying brother, who he hadn't spoken to in like 30 years. And I don't want to say too much more about it and it's really just about the people he meets along the way. It's kind of a travel story like that. But
he shows up and his brother's already died, right?
I don't want to talk about the ending.
I haven't seen it. I'm just trying to pretend to
I
spoil
hope
it for
it's
everyone.
not.
I don't want to say. All right, I've taken up so much time, so I'll just run down the rest real quick. As far as the rest of my picks, 12 Angry Men. The one from the old black and white one.
Yep.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I have.
You know, for that style of film, I don't think it's ever been done better. And anybody that's like afraid of watching old movies or like it turns you off that's black and white, I invite you to just watch it. I can pretty much guarantee within the first few minutes you're just going to be sucked in. It's the best dialogue in any film.
That's how I feel about Casablanca, frankly. That's how I feel about Casablanca.
Casablanca, I love too, and that almost made it. But I think 12 Angry Men, at least as far as those classic old movies like that.
There it is. I'm seeing one here that's interesting that I actually would add to my honorable mentions. The Truman Show.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Such a great movie.
That is a really good one.
Yeah.
I love that fucking game.
All right.
Game.
There's a couple more. I'll just end it on. I got two more that I'll read off.
Say
I know. Play me off. The Empire Strikes Back. It's my favorite Star Wars movie. One of my favorite movies
You're
of all
adding
time.
information again.
Huh?
You're adding information again.
The Empire Strikes Back and the animated 1995 Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. Okay.
Wow.
There it is. A little of everything from Dan.
Those are all honorable mentions.
Who agonized late into the night.
I agonized.
You came through with a
last
beautiful list.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm going to make an effort to watch all these that I haven't watched.
I mean,
I'll start with yours, Dan.
Don't start with his. Start with his.
Start with Chef.
Do that. Start with Chef.
Start with Chef.
I will start
I think
with
Ethan
Dan.
should start with Chef.
I think mine, I guess the only one on my list is Chef that I haven't seen,
Yay.
that I should see, apparently.
I'm with you, Ethan. I have some sort of block, too. I feel like it's like movies that involve
It's Jon
food.
Favreau. It's just him.
He's fantastic.
I know. It's not personal. It's just, I get it. He's the guy.
No, you don't. You don't get it.
Right.
You will.
I don't know why. I have a aversion to chefing. Like, everyone goes, oh, watch The Bear. And I'm like, I don't get it.
I won't watch The Bear, but I'll watch Chef.
The Bear is pretty good.
People love it. My parents even.
That's how I feel in the kitchen. All right. Thank you, Dan. Love, what do you got for us?
All right. So I'm not as emotional of a watcher of movies. I've never been really like that. Just like visually pleasing things. And one thing that's a kind of red line through all my movies is grandeur. I like scale, massive.
Oh, I know it's coming.
So not scary in the sense of like jump scares or whatnot, but in a sense like large object and shit like that, like kind of is daunting to me, and I think that's cool.
There's a name for. Is it similar to elasophobia? Or
Yeah,
something?
I've heard about
like
that.
the fear of the deep waters.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
that vibe. I think that's cool and daunting.
Just the
and,
enormity of something.
yeah, and very intriguing. And when that happens in space, it makes my brain think a lot, and that's kind of what I'm building my own story.
Okay.
Like it's just like kind of I think about the future and shit. So obviously, if you guys didn't get it by now, Dune.
No, yeah.
Dune, and
yeah,
honestly, I love both of those movies. They're both amazing.
I've
films.
been a fan of and I like universes too, where there's a lot of little small stories here and there. My dad introduced me to Dune way back. He tried to get me to read the books. I don't read. But when I was like 15, 14, I started watching these YouTube lore videos, and I watched that old shitty one,
Interesting.
the old Dune movie. It's horrible.
The David Lynch one.
That one was not held in high regard.
It is not a good movie.
But it got me intrigued to the universe. So I had been watching all these lore videos on YouTube for years.
Okay.
And then when Dune dropped it was just so fucking cool.
I watched them after, and I liked it a lot more after watching all the lore videos.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It probably goes both ways.
You know, I've seen clips of the David Lynch one, and like the knife combat is way more accurate in that one.
Yeah,
but I think
there's certain elements that are accurate, and
it doesn't really play well. It looks silly.
Yeah, it's. I will not defend it as being a good movie. There are interesting parts of it because it's David Lynch, so it's gonna. In particular, the production design in that movie, a lot of it is really cool, like the sets. Yeah, and I really like the animatronic navigator, like the giant mutant thing that's in it, which got left out of the new ones. They don't show the navigator.
Which part?
The navigator. Here, I'll show you. And
It's like in a big wad of water.
Oh, well,
right?
they'll show. They're gonna have to show him in the next one a navigator.
Yeah, probably.
Well, they showed the. Yeah, look at
this
that.
guy.
A guild navigator.
This is the screenshot from.
Oh, that's not what I imagined.
Yeah,
I thought they're people.
They
aren't
are people, but they're just.
They're just people that are like insanely.
They've taken so much
spice.
spice that they have mutated into these bizarre floating.
Is that
creatures.
what it's described in the book?
Not exactly like this, but they are described as being like horrifically mutated. Yeah. So yeah, I like a few redeeming things about it, but obviously the new ones are way better movies.
As an editor, I find it cool sometimes to watch old CGI. But anyhow, Dune 1 is my favorite movie. On the second place, Dune 2.
Oh, okay.
It's that good.
I agree.
It's that good.
It is. I agree. I'm with you.
I hear a lot of people say Dune 2 is better. In my opinion, no. There's too much dialogue in Dune 2. I like
Really?
Dune 1
I thought
because
there was almost no dialogue.
I
in the
know,
second
but Dune
wasn't
1
it?
has even less, I think.
Really?
It's so quiet. When that fucking ship first arrives in the first...
Sure, yeah.
What's it called? I'm bad with names, so...
Arrakis?
Arrakis.
No, is it the first...
the desert planet or the water
Caliban.
planet?
Yeah, Caliban.
Okay.
And the space guild like reads this thing, and it's like, how much did it cost you to? How much did it cost them to travel here? And then the NTAP or whatever. Mentat. 3 billion. And I don't know. It's cool. I like cool concepts being made into a visual thing.
Sure.
You know about the robot war?
I do. Yeah.
You learned about that?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
The
watched
takeover.
watched
Of
the
course,
YouTube
please.
videos.
Yeah. I didn't like the series at all. It was garbage to me. And
I didn't even know there was a series.
yeah, there's an Amazon one. Or no, it's not Amazon. It might be Amazon. I don't remember.
Really?
But it's really bad, and the acting is bad.
That's part of what was so impressive just about the new Dune series coming out here in the theater.
Yeah.
It's the type of story that just seems like impossible to convey to film.
Yes.
And who I don't know who made them, but they're genius because this is the essence.
Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, right. This is the essence of adaptation, where they take it from the book, adapt it in this beautiful, a new way that works great for film, but still captures the essence of the world.
100%. I see a couple of people.
One of the best adaptations maybe ever.
To me, 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
I see a couple of people like bringing up 2001. Great movie too, by the way.
The Butlerian Jihad. Yeah, that was it.
And listen, you guys are gonna. Oh, Warhammer 40K would have been my favorite movie because I love that universe too.
if it existed,
Yeah.
if there was a Warhammer movie.
My third spot. It's all gonna make sense. It's Arrival.
I love it.
Super freaking cool. It's where the
yeah. Wait.
The spaceships, big like black things, land on Earth.
It's about her learning their language and how to communicate with the aliens.
Yeah, I saw that movie.
So it is a great movie. I have to point out it's the same director as Dune, so I'm seeing a pattern. I think you just really like his movies.
Yeah, I knew, I had known that in the past, but Dan reminded me this morning.
You know, you just remind me of another movie that I totally forgot about that would make my honorable mention. Contact.
That's a great movie.
When he said that he was including Arrival, I was like, if you really like Arrival, have you seen Contact? Because I think you would enjoy it.
Well,
Which you have, right?
I've seen it,
yeah, it's a great movie.
Written by Carl Sagan.
That's right. The GOAT.
And again, it's just like interesting concepts visualized. I just need to watch it. Honestly, it could have been 6 hours. I'll just watch it with like weird, intricate details.
Yeah, I like where you're at.
Yeah. And I'm also like when series like prolong shit, they just make extra series and it just becomes slop eventually. I'm pro that because I just want more in the universe. If that makes sense. Number 4, a little bit of a more different angle, but still very into the like giant kind of vibes. Godzilla.
Which one?
2014. It's the one
The Andrew Broderick one?
It must have been the one.
No, it's Matthew Broderick, and that's the one. That's the one from the '90s. This is the Gareth Edwards one from the mid 2010s. The one that has what's his name? Fucking Breaking Bad dude.
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston in it.
Bryan Cranston. Okay, that's the one where. Doesn't Bryan Cranston die in like the first 15 minutes?
Spoiler, but yeah.
they brand him as the main character and he dies.
I barely so all of the Godzilla movies I watched when I was very young. This must have been my first one that I watched and it stuck with me. It has that one scene where all the people are hiding in an airport, super tall roof, and then it's the Godzilla comes outside and the foot is like, you just see the bottom of his foot. It's like massive. Super cool.
I had one of my first edible trips watching that movie.
There you go.
And at the end, when he blows his flame into the other monster's mouth, I fucking screamed out, and everyone I was like, "Holy shit!" And like I feel like the whole fucking theater looked at me. And I was like, "That was crazy." Good times.
So good. And yeah,
Did
there's
you scream
something
because it was badass.
It was fucking sick,
fucking
but like.
sick, bro.
We were like in an IMAX theater and like the seats were vibrating. And just I feel like I was watching it live. It tripped me the fuck out.
Awesome. I would have loved to seen that in the. Maybe I did watch it in the cinema, but in Sweden the cinema is so shitty. So, and a little bit of a switcheroo here on number 5.
Oh, switcheroo.
I just want to. I could have picked more space big movies probably, but Spirited Away.
Okay.
Just like you.
There's another overlap.
And Spirited Away, I picked it because it's probably my favorite Ghibli. And my second favorite is Totoro.
Oh, let's go.
I love Totoro.
See, I pretty much just reversed this too.
Yeah.
I'll rewatch Totoro.
Maybe Mononoke is
But
in there too. I don't know.
the castle one is super good.
Owl's Floating Castle.
Yeah. All of them are. This is basically just a representative.
It's in my opinion, his best one. Yeah. Just narratively and whatever. Yeah,
again,
it's amazing.
I watched them all when I was a kid, and it's so great. Just thinking back at it. A couple of honorable mentions that I just remember while you guys were talking. Alien, just like you mentioned.
The original?
The first couple ones.
Okay.
Until maybe
I
the
love
fifth or
Aliens
whatever.
too.
Yeah.
But I personally like the OG.
My mom actually introduced me to Aliens when I was very young. I must have probably been like 7.
I also saw it when I was probably too young, and it was very
I
good.
was
that movie
scared.
Maybe not 7, but yeah.
No, I was really spooked out, and I
think
have
it's still one of the scariest movies ever.
Oh, it's horrifying.
Yeah.
And to follow on, actually, is the in the same universe, Predator and Prometheus. I love big universes.
Okay.
And
so
there's
Predator. You're talking about the OG Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
I'm talking about all of them.
Oh, you're just
literally
talking about the series,
every single
the
one.
Predator
Again,
series.
the newer ones might be a little bit lower quality, and it's not as cult classic or whatever. But I just want more. Just, my mouth is open. Just fucking turn on the tap, feed me that shit. I don't give a fuck. And my final honorable mention, Jurassic Park. The first,
great movie.
The first couple, right?
Talk about a movie that captures the imagination.
Surprisingly, the first Spielberg movie that's come. Oh wait, no, somebody shouted out Saving Private Ryan.
That was me.
Okay, so that
Honorable
was Spielberg.
mention.
Yeah.
I like the first couple on the original island. Then I also actually liked Jurassic World because when I was a kid, I thought, what if these dinosaurs escaped to my house?
Yeah,
and
that would
that's
be
basically
scary.
that idea in a movie.
You know,
which
I went
love.
back and watched the original Jurassic Park. It still holds up.
yeah,
100%.
Fucking
It's a great movie.
good
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
And then John Williams is just like the cherry on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, the composer.
I love that fucking game.
Yeah.
Not a game.
I watched that movie on the Thick Boy. Like we had that.
What does that
What's
mean?
it called? VHS.
Oh, the thick.
Yeah.
boy.
So
Yeah.
see, I'm cool like you guys. I was around when
Yeah, no, that's-
VHS was around.
Look at
barely
you.
made the
That's old
cut.
school.
Yeah, me and my friend Tim, we had that. I don't know where we found it, and we watched it. I don't think we were allowed to watch it. We were very young, and it was spooky as fuck.
It's intense movie.
All right.
There we go.
Good
Thank you
picks,
guys.
good
Thank
picks.
you.
There it is. Great one. Great one.
I think next we have Zachary. Is that right? Yeah.
I'm feeling more mob movies.
Oh yeah.
Kinda, sorta. So these are in no particular order. Number one is Almost Famous.
Oh,
Speaks to
that's
your
a
soul.
Great movie.
Yeah, I really enjoy that. It's loosely based on Greg Allman and Cameron Crowe's experiences with him and being a rock journalist. So I really love it. The music, it's just fucking great flick.
There it is.
That opening scene when the sister gives him Tommy.
Yeah.
And it's like
Spark.
and it changes his life. That was literally me when I was like 6. My dad
Yeah.
gave me the Who's Tommy, and it
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, no.
Really?
Fucking insane, dude. Number 2, Silence of the Lambs.
Oh.
Hannibal
Interesting.
Lecter, Jonathan Demme is a fucking...
There's been a very big lack of like thrillers in our
That's a
selections.
horror movie, isn't it?
Just wait till
Well, I guess it's kind of a horror movie.
I
think of
just
it more
wait
as a
till
thriller.
Lena's list. I'm sure.
I guess Lena's gonna have that.
thrillers, but mine aren't like scary. I don't like scary movies.
Okay.
I wouldn't call this like a horror movie.
I think it's pretty spooky.
It's creepy, but it's more of like a psychological
thriller.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
So yeah, Silence of the Lambs, one of my favorites. Number 3, Boogie Nights.
Sure.
I really love PTA movies. I love movies particularly that are shot in the valley.
It is a very valley movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
It's all
yeah.
Sherman Way and like up in the hills of the valley.
You grew up in the valley. You recognize almost every
That's going on
thing
my
in
list.
that movie.
Yeah. And then number 4 is a movie called California with a K. It was one of Brad Pitt's first movies. He's like a serial killer essentially. It's Brad Pitt, David Duchovny, Juliette Lewis.
I have never heard of this movie.
It's a
You were
really-
describing it to me earlier. I had no idea what you're talking about.
Roger
And
Ebert gave it 4 out of 4. 2 thumbs up from Roger Ebert.
He plays this like serial killer that like, it's fucking amazing. His acting's incredible.
I mean, it's a great cast.
Yeah.
Juliette Lewis too.
Highly recommend it.
Very interesting.
So another thriller. So yeah, you're bringing the thriller
Okay,
representation here.
Your list defied my expectations.
And then number 5, this is gonna be number 3 crossover. Big Lebowski.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. There it is. You gotta watch Big Lebowski. It's like
It's goated, dude.
It's on 3 of our lists.
It
Three
makes
of us
sense.
have it.
The amount of Big Lebowski references that I hear on a daily basis is insane. I have no clue what's going on.
Sure.
Probably don't even know that you're hearing that.
Yeah.
Most of
Unless
the
you don't
times,
know.
probably.
And then I just have a few honorable mentions. Man on the Moon, the Andy Kaufman movie with Jim Carrey. Really enjoyed that one.
Interesting.
Yeah. Casino, the mob movie. And then Return of the Jedi, which I think is, in my opinion, better than Empire Strikes Back.
Wait, did you say the Bond movie?
Mob movie.
Oh, the mob movie.
Yeah.
Got it.
I know that might be a hot take. But
That is a hot take.
I like that
Why?
movie
That's a good
better.
movie. People like that movie.
Yeah, but Empire Strikes Back is usually considered the better
or
of
the
two.
original.
Yeah,
usually.
but I'm with you though, Zach. I've gone back and forth about that a few times.
I just think that what does it for me is that scene when they're on Jabba's barge, and then again, this
Princess
goes,
Leia's outfit.
not that, but
Oh,
when
okay.
R2D2 shoots the lightsaber up and Luke catches.
Yeah, it's a
it.
great scene. I mean, I like the movie. I'm not gonna shit on
There's
it.
in the original before George Lucas fucked with it when he remade it with like creepy Hayden Christian, Force Ghost.
Yeah.
It was cool at the end of the movie when like you see Luke looking out and you don't recognize that it's Anakin at first. You don't recognize, and like your brain's like, wait, who's the random old guy? And then it takes a second. You're like, oh shit, that's
must be
Vader. And
Vader,
that was
yeah.
really cool as a kid. And
Yep.
it sucks that today's generation is robbed of that.
Such an idiot. What a
He's such an idiot.
Loser. Why did you do that?
You know, you included Man on the Moon, which is a great movie. That's kind of an unexpected take, though. But
Milos.
Yeah, did you know that he also directed Amadeus?
I did, yes.
So when I was speeding through my honorable mentions, I skipped over Amadeus because I just wanted to get to the point. But that was one of my honorable mentions as well.
He also did Cuckoo's Nest too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I got to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, we just wrapped up. Any more honorable mentions?
No, that's. I mean, I could go on for hours about movies.
For
but
sure.
That's, yeah.
Give it
Thank
up.
you.
So
Thank you.
no gangster flicks.
I put Casino as an honorable mention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Casino.
No, Chad said no Hayden hate. I love Hayden Christian. I just meant like adding his Force Ghost is kind of confusing because he's young and sexy, and then Obi-Wan's an old man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He like de-ages, and it's kind of weird. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still like the movie. Don't get me wrong, but I'm an Empire boy.
No,
I
do like Empire.
I think also as far as Star Wars music goes, that scene where Luke is battling Vader, that suspense. I mean, it's just fucking.
That's the best part of the movie for sure.
Yeah, and the score, it's just fantastic.
Part of there's lots of reasons why Empire is peak for me, but the score actually is a big part of it too. A lot of the most iconic music from, or I guess just my favorite music from Star Wars in general, actually came in Empire, not in the original. Including ones that are like pretty surprising, like the fucking Imperial theme and stuff that like everybody knows. That isn't in the original Star Wars.
Oh wow.
That happens in Empire. So that man was cooking. I mean, he was cooking in general in that era, John Williams, but man, I love the score.
You know what I will say? My favorite Star Wars theme is the love theme between Anakin and Padme.
Yeah, one of the few redeeming things about the prequels is the music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry to the prequel lovers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, John Williams is.
He's always
he's the GOAT.
Yeah,
he's the GOAT
for sure.
Yeah.
We have just Lena left, or actually we don't have just Lena left because Nate didn't want to be left out, so he sent me his list, even though he's not here, and so we'll go over his as well. But as soon as Ethan gets back, we'll do Lena, and in the meantime, let me thank some of these wonderful people who have been donating today.
I feel like people forget. Yeah, Lena has been switching every show since Nate left. It's crazy.
Yeah,
doing great.
she's on the ones and twos. This person just said Pirates of the Caribbean 1, Pirates of the Caribbean 3, Pirates of the Caribbean 2, Pirates of the Caribbean 5, Pirates of the Caribbean 4. Wow.
So I just recently rewatched all those movies. One is hands down the best, according to his list.
Yeah.
Five should not even be on there.
Wait, is 5 the last one?
Yeah.
It wasn't great, but I do like that they fixed the fucking horrible ending of the trilogy. Like the ending of the trilogy is so fucked, especially for like a kids movie. I'm glad they fixed that at least without spoiling it.
What part specifically? Like because there's 2, 3. What's the fourth one? Oh, the fourth one is the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're talking about the first 3.
I'm talking about the Will Turner thing.
Rahul just said, have you guys seen Andor Season 2? By far the best Star Wars content since the original. Couldn't agree more. Yes, I have seen it. I was waiting for I was watching them right as they dropped every week. I agree. I think it is far and away the best Star Wars content that's been made since the original movies. I think it blows away
great.
any of the rest of the movies.
Dan's been telling me to watch it. I'm catching up now on season 1.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched yesterday the episode where they're in the prison with Andy Serkis. I'm so glad that he got his opportunity to shine since he was killed off in the actual movies as Snoke.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Right. He's in multiple Star Wars things.
And then Rian Johnson was like, we don't need him.
It rocks. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give anything away, especially if you're watching right now. But if you like Star Wars at all, and honestly, even if you don't, unironically, don't think you have to have seen Star Wars to enjoy Andor. I think you could go into it blind. I think it stands as its own piece of media, basically.
Yeah.
Obviously, you get more out of it if you are familiar with Star Wars.
I've been enjoying the second season a lot. I'm currently watching it.
Did I hear Nate's list is Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, that was
no. That was a random chatter who just sent that. I thought it was funny.
We should have just faked his list and made him super mad at home.
Troll him.
That'd be because he specifically would get annoyed at that because he's very particular with his movies.
Yeah, he's a cinephile as well.
Did you read them?
We could do. Let's do Lena.
Yeah.
Unless if you want me to just run down Nate's super quick.
Yeah, go. You can run them down.
Okay. His 5, in no particular order, I think. I don't know. He has Back to the Future.
I'm shooting.
So there's an overlap with you, AB. The Iron Giant. Good pick. Love that movie. Mad Max Fury Road. Overlap with me. Fuck yeah, Nate. City of God. Really good pick.
Oh, that's a great. Yeah,
that is a great movie. And then I'm surprised nobody else had this one, in particular Zach, because it seems up Zach's alley, but he has Desperado.
That's a very funny one.
Nate,
Dude, that movie rocks. Come on.
That movie, Nate and I were just talking about that.
I haven't been. I don't remember really.
It is a great movie. It is.
I respect that choice.
Yeah, really good pick. Really good pick.
So that's Nate's. Nate's top 5 there.
Shout out, Nate. Shout out to Nate. Home, everybody, with his daughter.
Yep.
What a guy.
Being a dad.
Making time for us.
Nate is also a Last Jedi fan, and since his first week, he's had this porg on his desk. It's around his computer, just aimed at me to fuck with me. Yeah, because it's from The Last Jedi.
Bro. Yeah.
Shout out.
All right, so let's do Lena.
Okay.
What we got?
So first on my list is Interstellar.
Hey.
I was kind of shocked to hear Dan say that Inception is better.
It is.
I like it. I don't dislike Interstellar at all.
It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
I prefer Inception.
Yeah.
I got problems with the ending of Interstellar. I'm sorry. It's a little. It's still a fantastic movie. And it was. Did you see it in theaters, Lena?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
She saw it like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's fresh.
It's such a good fucking like theater experience movie. I mean, it's good at home too, but just with the soundtrack and everything and the visuals.
I love that movie.
They re-released it recently in theaters for the anniversary.
Oh, really? I would have loved to have seen it there. All right.
So yeah, I saw it recently, but I think that I would watch it multiple times. I would have no problem with that. So yeah, it's a sci-fi movie. The visuals are very stunning, but also the story itself. It's so moving. It's about love and grief, and honestly, it overwhelms me so much, and in the best way. I hear myself echoing. That's why it's kind of confusing.
Can you turn down
you can take your headphones off too.
She might not be able to hear us.
Oh, you've had the headphones on. Yeah, that's confusing.
That was Ian's
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to watch that.
Yeah, oh my God, it's amazing. It will make you cry, Olivia. You can for sure. I'm ready.
I actually was just.
It is sci-fi.
I was just arguing with Allie about this exact thing, Lena, because she also prefers Interstellar over Inception, and she was challenging me on that take.
No offense.
Well, maybe the ladies like Interstellar a little more. Maybe they lean that way.
I love that fucking.
I went
it's a daughter and dad thing, right?
That's true.
I went to the Hans Zimmer thing, and he played. Interstellar.
That's
cool. Really
concert.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I believe our friend of the show, Jablonski, works with Zimmer.
Zimmer?
If I remember.
Really?
If I remember correctly. I think Zimmer's the guy that gave him his. I could be doing total mistake.
Zimmer kind of like he is like the guy when it comes to movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
So I have to imagine Steve at least knows him.
You know, I don't like going to concerts or anything like that. It kind of overwhelms me, but. I think Ian convinced me to come to the Hans Zimmer thing, and it's like hands down probably one of my top 10 experiences in life.
Maybe
like,
you need to go see more,
really fucking cool.
More live music,
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah,
You're right,
really
Ethan.
cool.
There's a video titled "How Steve Jablonski Got His Start with Hans Zimmerman."
This is really interesting, actually. He says Steve Jablonski's early career was significantly influenced by Hans Zimmer. Jablonski began working at Zimmer's Remote Control Productions as an intern.
Wow.
Eventually
That's so cool.
assisting Harry Gregson Williams and gaining experience composing for Zimmer's projects. What?
It's awesome.
He eventually graduated from what's been called the Hans Zimmer School of Music and launched his own career. What?
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Bro, it started as an intern?
Yeah, I think, and I've heard that story about several successful composers. Actually, he brings other people up.
Yeah.
So he did do the internship after college. I wonder, does he have a music degree? He must, right?
Probably.
I don't think you could just step into composing.
I mean, if you're a musical savant, I suppose you might be able to do that. But
Steve Jablonski, what school did he go to? I could text him.
Yeah, he does. He initially
Berkeley.
studied.
Of course he did. He went to Berkeley School of Music.
There you go. Yeah.
That's like the best in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hans Zimmer made the Dune soundtracks, which is some of my. That was the main reason I went there, and he played all of them.
That's cool.
It was
That's
such
very
a
cool.
fucking cool experience.
Here's
Yeah.
another Steve Jablonski.
Hold on.
Factoid.
We're in the middle of Lena's list. We should
Sorry, but this is
we're not talking
fascinating.
about Steve Jablonski.
I'm sorry, but this is.
Okay, what do you got?
His mother was born in a Japanese internment camp.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That is an interesting little fact.
There it is.
Okay.
Hit that.
With that said.
Hit you with that.
All right, keep going, Lena.
So yeah, I respect your guys' opinions. I just have to really vouch for Interstellar because it's so moving. Like, it literally makes me feel outside of myself. And anyone who's seen it, I feel like they would understand. But, yeah, no offense.
No judgment.
from your opinion.
Genuinely no judgment.
It's a good movie.
It's a good ass movie.
I love
Okay.
the planet near the black hole scene is so sick.
With
the giant wave
scene?
Yeah.
That's definitely a scene
One's
from a movie that
definitely-
stays with you.
Yeah, the you know the song that goes do do do
Yeah.
do. Every it's on purpose because it explains how
Right,
long
every
time.
second is like a day or
Yeah,
something.
no more. Like I think hundreds of days.
Or like years or
Yeah,
months or
it's-
something.
Yeah.
It's super cool. So it's it does the note every second, do, do, and it's very cool.
That's
The
cool.
aspect of time is so amazing in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah, 100%.
And like gut-wrenching. To think
Yeah.
about all the time he sacrificed
It really
away
is.
from
Yeah.
his family. I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Sure.
Okay, next up, number 2 and 3 on my list is A Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween.
Those are good.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
So both of them obviously like classic horror movies.
Yep. Which is definitely
and
your
so much-
speed.
and so much lore behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Freddy Krueger, he's an iconic villain. He's fantastic. Like, he's terrifying, but also so much personality.
Yes.
And like
Interesting,
sort of a
okay.
sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Out of all of the classic slasher villains, Freddy is my favorite. I'm totally with you on A Nightmare on Elm Street in particular. That
Yeah,
one
he's great.
absolutely scared the fuck out of me as a kid, and I did
Yeah,
not want
I
to sleep after watching it.
It's the
'Cause they
worst.
would
It's
suck
the,
you into your
the
bed.
worst
Yep.
thing is like, oh, you're not even safe in your dreams.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh.
It's
ultimate
horrifying.
mind
He's so,
fuck.
in my opinion, so much scarier than the Michael or Jason or any of those guys
Yeah.
because of that.
It was him, and then Chucky was first for me as a kid.
Chucky
'Cause
was
I
scary
thought
too.
All
yeah.
my toys were gonna try to kill me.
Yeah, so the aspect of him, the killer going after people in their dreams, that was so cool too. The concept alone. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was different for its time.
Totally.
And then we have Halloween, of course, Michael
Wow,
Myers.
horror film
Great.
enjoyer over here.
I think they're special to Lena because she would stay up late with her siblings, and that was the thing they would do, is watch these films.
Oh.
And their mom would come down and yell at them.
Yeah, for sure. And also, like the first Michael Myers, it's like just a so simple, straightforward, scary movie. It's about Halloween and a babysitter, Laurie Strode, and the ultimate final girl. And also, Michael Myers has like terrified me since I was a kid, and I respect that kind of long-term impact.
For sure.
Totally.
Yeah, no, we know.
There was
It's come up many times over the years on the show.
Yeah.
Your deep-seated fear of Michael Myers.
I don't know if I said it on the show, but there was a Michael Myers video game that came out, and Lena was offered to do voice acting for one of the characters, but she
No way.
didn't. She didn't see the email until it was too late.
No.
Yeah,
I
it was,
hate that. I know. I'm so regretful.
Did it come out?
it was
How
like a
long was it?
Halloween.
Did, yeah.
Yeah.
The opportunity will re-arise. I believe it.
Thanks, girl.
Absolutely, girl.
Okay, next on my list is Scream.
Oh, fuck
And,
yeah.
Yeah, the first original Scream.
Yeah.
It's kind of like campy chaos. It's very self-aware. It's a different type of like scary movie.
It's a great
so-
type of self-aware though. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's a really
so
good movie.
meta and clever, that movie. I love it. I
Yeah,
think that's a great choice.
Very good.
Yeah, so it like kind of makes fun of the horror genre, but it's still scary. And like the villain, the serial killer, he's so unathletic and clumsy. He's kind of like a messy icon.
Yeah.
And yeah, iconic cast, iconic opening scene with Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore in the phone call. What's your favorite scary movie?
Is that the one where with the breast implant?
That
like,
is
saves her?
that scary movie. They're making fun of
That's
Scream.
the parody
Scream is
of
the mask.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scream is what it was.
And
making
Scary
fun of.
Movie, it's Scream's mask as well. But yeah, they're parodying.
Right.
Got it. Adding that to my list then.
You'll love it. And then my last one is Hereditary. That's one of the newer scary movies, but it's so good because it's not just scary, it feels cursed.
Wait,
like I'm
what?
watching something
I
that
don't
I
think-
shouldn't be watching.
I've never heard of this one.
Really?
I haven't seen it. I've heard it. A lot of people think it's
spooky,
fucking insanely
creepy,
fucked up and scary.
The
yeah.
first
I
insane
don't-
thing that happens in that movie is so insane that you're just like, what the fuck am I about to watch?
It's A24.
Yeah.
I know you like that, Dan.
I know what you're talking. Yeah.
I love A24.
Yeah, I have not caught this one though.
Yeah, you guys would like it. A lot of the newer scary movies aren't great, but so I really appreciate when they do make one that is good and it's not cliche or predictable.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Ebert's Ghost gave it 2 thumbs up from the grave. Cool. All right, well,
And
there
Toni
it is,
Collette,
guys.
Yeah, oh my God, she did amazing.
You've got a list of movies, everybody at home.
Did you have any honorable mentions? Or like any that you
No.
were agonizing over?
No, it just would have been more scary movies. So
Okay, fair enough. Well, great.
That was great.
Have you seen Event Horizon?
Oh, I love that movie.
Lena?
I haven't.
That movie's
It's one of Allie's
the
favorite
scariest
movies.
fucking twisted ass movies ever.
love
I think
that
you would like
fucking
it. It's also really cool, the sci-fi, the setting, and everything.
It's so good.
Sci-fi horror movie.
I don't watch a lot of horror movies, but that's the one that I think back to.
Yeah.
That scared the shit out of me.
I'll have to see it.
Yeah. Blair Witch Project. Did you find that scary or dumb?
Oh, that was cool too. I watched it a long time ago.
I think it was at the time when it first came out, it was a lot scarier because people didn't know if it was real or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aspect of it, especially.
Whenever we talk about burning the witch,
I watched it
the
in
era
yeah.
where we used to burn the witch.
Yeah.
That era never really stopped.
That was one of the movies I watched back in the day when I was just movie hopping and didn't know anything about it. And that shit.
You went into it blind.
Yeah.
That would
scared
definitely
the
be
fuck out of me,
pretty
dude.
fucking scary if you didn't have any context at all.
Dude, that movie. It's probably the most disturbing, scary shit ever.
Yeah.
But there that is.
There it is.
And
That was
anywho, there it is.
There it is. So we don't have an enormous amount of time left, so I think we got to move quickly on to the James Charles stuff.
Well, let's do the Hasan stuff's really fast.
Okay, I guess that
let's
is
go
really
look at his tiny little feet. So this morning, it came out first of all that I guess I made this Insta story here. I just thought the little petite feet jokes were funny. I saw this on the subreddit, and it made me think of the Tim and Eric song, "Petite Feet." Feminine step. Sounds like a lady when he's walking in the room. I don't know how many of y'all remember that tune.
I do.
But it's just so damn funny with the giant fucking pants.
And since you started singing it, it's been stuck in my head.
It's a earworm.
Now, Ethan.
Well, hold on.
Ethan.
We'll get there.
Okay.
You're getting ahead of yourself. So anyway, I posted this, and then I want to lead with, when I first showed this morning, I was laughing about it, and Dan was like, I was like, let's do it in the title. And Dan, you're like, bro, you're being trolled. There's no way that's real.
I did think this was fake. I thought it was fake.
See,
It
you
seemed
don't
like
understand.
It seemed like a copy pasta to me.
It's very real, and this is something Hasan does a lot. He goes to his Discord amongst his like biggest sycophants and just cries to them and looks for validation. It's one of the most pathetic things you can do as a creator, in my opinion. It's quite sad. Anyway, he says, it's weird that he photoshopped my feet while trying to brigade my wiki feet. Not at the same time. Bro, don't complain about me brigading wiki feet. Like, nobody has the right to complain about that. That's the one thing. He goes, anyway, I'll read it without interrupting. Still weird that he's photoshopping my feet while also trying to brigade my wiki feet like we are not friends, and also you are weirdly sexually obsessed and also a gross defender of Israel. Grow up and raise your kids to hate Israel, old man. Now, which part of this was unbelievable to you?
The wiki feet part made me think that it was just somebody in our community making a meme. Because
who the fuck would actually be upset about that? And also, when's the last time we tried to bomb his wiki?
Yeah, I don't remember talking about wiki feet. Did we?
We might have. Yeah, I think
Maybe
we
it
brought it
came
up
up.
on one episode a while ago.
No, but I mean specifically within the context of talking about that photo.
No, never. Not in the context
Not
of that
that I-
photo. Why was he just name searching himself on WikiFeet?
I don't know, but yeah, I did think I thought you got trolled. I did.
No, turns out you got trolled.
I guess so.
Yeah, he drops these cringy little messages in Discord all the time, and for me, there's a few things here. One, we are not friends. Well, I would never bomb WikiFeed of a friend. Just so you know, I reserve that only for my deepest, most severe enemies. Also, I thought he was the photoshopping accusation. I thought he was doing a Mike from PA thing, where Mike was like, "This photo of me is photoshopped," and then you look and it's not photoshopped.
Wait, it's being reported that you did tweet out a call to action to tank his wiki feed. Do you not remember this?
Well, it was
3 months ago.
Whatever it was. It wasn't like a
it was 3 months ago.
Yeah, it was like a one-time, just a gag.
Okay, got it.
It wasn't like a sustained campaign. Speaking of which, what is his wiki feed at? Just saying.
Are you still banned from WikiFeed?
Yep.
Oh man,
I'm never getting back on that website, man. Like, we tried making like acronyms of my name.
Right.
We tried to.
I forgot about that. We made like an alias.
We tried to slip through the moderators, and they were so sharp on
Ethel Klein.
it. Was that it?
Yeah, we
Ethel
were going
Klein?
to put you in drag.
Yeah, I find it disturbing that he's still at.
Look, he's got a good rating. What is he? There's nobody.
Where's the
It's all
rating?
good.
Where's it?
He's got 5 stars.
No, but it doesn't say the number. It used to say the number.
We changed that.
Yeah,
I think they changed
I
that.
did because I pushed it too far.
It says shoe size as well.
Yeah, that's obviously incorrect. I don't know what his shoe size is, but anywho, you guys, feel free to give this 1 star. Those of you that are still logged in. And then he goes, I just find it amazing that people cannot insult me anymore without bringing my kids up. It's like, bro, new challenge unlocked.
Yeah.
Try to insult me without bringing literally fucking children that have nothing to do with it into it. Like, I know you can do it.
Ew.
Whoa.
Get off the screen.
How the fuck we get to that?
I don't know.
What the hell?
I don't know. I don't like it though.
I don't like it either. Why is it doing this to me? It won't let me go back.
Oh wait.
All right, I gotta reopen this message. Fuck you, Imager.
What?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do what you said. I'm gonna raise my children to hate Israel. Like, I'm gonna teach my kids to hate, like a good father. Doesn't matter what, just hate. And also, bro, this is what Anissa kind of does too. It's like, I can goof on you without being weirdly sexually obsessed with you. Like, that's cringe as fuck, bro. Seriously. Come on, dude. Please. And anyway, yeah, I would appreciate if these people could just make like an effort to not bring my kids up anytime they want to insult me. Like, my kids have nothing to do with me laughing about your small feet. Nothing. Unless you're like, oh, well, you want to know who has small feet? Your kids.
Which would be probably true.
It's
The
true.
children.
That's true. That'd be more fact. That would be more acceptable because it's true.
Right.
Like, yeah, well, they're growing up.
Gotcha. Well, so speaking of truth, though, I got rein you back in here. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're about the truth on the H3 show.
So well, here I know, Dan,
Yeah.
calm down. I'm getting there. Let me get there on my own. We made a GIF. I genuinely thought that it that it wasn't Photoshop. Whatever, somebody got me on the subreddit. But that being said, it's not that different.
It's not that different.
They kind of just made it more clear.
Which is why it's unfortunate that you posted the Photoshop one, because I feel like the joke. I mean, it's still funny. The original photo is funny.
What did they even do? They just shrunk it down. They made it less thick.
They kind of, I mean, yeah, they de-girthed it a little bit. It's like deflated.
He's still got petite feet. And it really bothers him that he has tiny little petite feet. That's fine.
I don't think he even has small feet. He's just that. I mean, it's just objectively funny. In that video, his feet look like little tiny baby feet. It was funny.
Well, I mean, the way he's acting makes me think that it's something he's insecure about. He goes, "Oh, I have baby feet. Well, your kids are. Well, fuck your kids, and also, you're sexually obsessed with me."
Well,
Like,
again, this
what?
is why I was a little, I guess, in denial about it being real. I really, I refused to believe that message was real.
So, did we make our own edit in the end, Love, or is this kind of where we ended it? Yeah, okay. Here's us reacting to it live. You guys can see the unedited petite feet moment. Dude, when he walked into that, he sounded like a lady.
And it's pulled up.
Well, you guys really
Looks like
you're defending his baby feet.
No, I'm not. I'm saying it looks.
But when it comes to this song, we got all
I'm not
the excuses
defending.
in the
I'm
world.
calling out the baby feet. I'm saying it looks crazy.
A picture is worth 1,000 words, then.
That's unedited, my friend.
That's
It's
right,
not
Eli.
that different, dude. You ever seen someone who weighs actually 500 pounds? This is what their pants.
It's obviously the pants that are doing. It's like.
Listen, whatever it is, okay, it's his
very
fault.
funny. It's very funny. I'm not going to disagree.
And I think it's worth repeating here, and I would appreciate it if you guys don't try to talk about, try to excuse it, because he has little tiny baby petite feet. And that's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person.
You should play the song. Play the song. Just a little
I'm gonna get
taste.
claimed.
If you really just like a second of it,
All
just
right,
the line.
Let me try.
It'll probably be okay.
Petite feet. I could just sing it. I sing it as good. Feminine step. Sounds like a lady when he's walking down in the room. Petite feet. Hold on. All right, I'll play it. Feminine step. All right, here it is, guys. Everybody get hyped.
The game is 7-ball.
Wait, so I don't want this. Skip
Yeah, just skip
part.
forward.
She sounds just right. Real high. I get first, you get seconds.
I'm not trying to get claimed here by Tim. and Eric. Okay. Again, not trying to get claimed. That's it. That's all I'm willing to show you guys.
Aw. Shame.
Sounds like a lady when he's walking in the room. Yeah. So that's it. That's the huge scandal that's getting
What a
worse and
scandal.
worse for him.
What a scandalous thing.
Stan is hiding his shame. Honestly, the really cringe thing here is how he goes to his Discord to cry. Like, that is pathetic, bro. Holy fuck. You're talking to a bunch of your, like, literal sycophantic fans who spend all day in your Discord. No offense to ours. But, like, there's a community there. I don't go there ever. People aren't like, I'm just hanging out here all day for the chance that I can validate Ethan.
Right. Yeah. No, that's true. You never posted that.
He goes there and he's venting to his fans that I'm weirdly sexually obsessed with him and that I need to raise my kids to hate Israel. Bro, please. Anyway, that's the scandal, and that's all.
Scandalous.
And let me see, is there anything else, or no? That's about it.
I found a really funny meme while being in the bathroom just now. And it's some sort of like hater pipeline, I think, but it must have made it to Instagram, like normie Instagram, and I found it so funny.
Someone said,
"Hey, Love, I saw this like a week ago, and I fucking died."
Yeah, this is probably the funniest meme I've ever seen.
I didn't want to share it for
Yeah.
It went mainstream for real.
This?
Yeah.
Where?
I just thought it was so goofy.
It was on Twitter, it was on Instagram, meme pages were reposting it.
Someone said he looks
Really?
like he's hiding the zombie bite from the group.
That's true. I see it.
You're like concerned.
I don't know why my face looks so like this. I think someone must have edited
Yeah,
this.
I'm sure,
Yeah,
but
okay.
it just
No,
fully.
bro, stop.
No,
Look
the saturation
There's like
is turned
weird
up.
age and saturation stuff.
I don't think it's aged. I think it's just slightly saturized.
No, that ain't normal. Somebody definitely
I don't know, man.
No, it's only saturation or.
You know what? I'm gonna say. You guys are like, oh, Ethan needs to disclose that the feed. Let's defend Hasan at every fucking corner
Nobody's
in every possible
defending
way.
anything. Oh, shut up.
His feet are not that big. The minute that this meme, everybody's laughing about how terrible I look. It's like, oh,
It's not about terrible.
No, it's
not
your
about you
concerned
looking
look.
terrible. It's the look on your face.
That is not original, bro. You can tell on the edges. It's not.
What?
It's not.
Okay.
It's
I don't think
edited,
it's
bro.
okay.
Maybe.
You know,
It's okay.
let's just defend Hasan more.
I want
please.
to see
You guys
the
are
original now.
All
Because I
this
think
is doing
I
is
don't-
proving the point that you would hide the bite from us. So
Yeah,
that's-
I don't think it's that changed.
Also, you do look great. Like, you have a funny
Yeah, you don't
face.
look like
together.
that.
I don't think you look
that's
weird
what
at
I
all.
wanna
You
hear.
look beautiful,
No.
gorgeous even.
You have nothing to say
You
about
look
this.
gorge.
I don't want to hear it.
I want the
I don't
truth
think
just
it's
like
edited.
you.
So was this like a is this like a snark thing or is this?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's just a funny.
I've
looks
never
like
seen
a-
this account ever in my life. I could have cropped the name out,
No,
but it just came up natural on my Instagram. I've never seen a non-H3 like
I have.
from us on Instagram ever,
Ah.
and there it is.
That's
There it is.
me hiding the zombie bite. I mean, it's not inherently insulting. It's
That's
just a
why.
funny
That's why I
picture.
shared it.
Yeah.
That's why I shared it. Yeah.
And I mean, guess shout out to the commenter who has gone. I mean, an Instagram comment that.
So this is a
apparently
TikTok
made the
comment, then
Oh,
shared
TikTok.
onto an Instagram.
It's just it's just like a
So
meme
that's
page.
why I don't know how this made it to me, but it was fun.
Why? Okay. All right. Yeah. Here
All
I
right.
am, guys.
we got to talk about James Charles.
Nope. We're gonna look at this picture more.
Oh God, over it.
Imagine how I feel. Thank you. Okay, so we have James Charles and Jojo. We're never getting to poor
How
Jojo.
much time do we have?
We have about a half hour.
Let's do James Charles. That
Okay.
should be enough. Yeah.
So the last time we
James.
spoke, this is a continuation of the Kayla Malik story.
Right.
The last we had heard, James
Sister.
came out with his video response to Kayla 1 hour after she had won her court case against her ex. Okay. Are we
Hold
ready
on.
to
I'm
begin?
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Tall skeletons cooking.
Okay.
What do we got?
And then there's another one.
Okay.
Hold on. There's this one's even better. Still his look.
Okay, that's good.
Rainbow shoes, baby shoes, children, boys, bling, LED light, luminous sports kids sneakers, light up toddler girls shoes, $15. And kids fake aviator eyeglasses, clear lens, non-prescription.
It's cheap. That's a cheap look.
There it is. That's fucking
Like $60
awesome.
bucks.
That's the socialist or
This is,
communist look.
please guys, please, whatever you do, please share this everywhere, okay? This is a big moment, and I think we found something. He's very insecure with the tiny feet. He's got tiny feet, very small, and the world needs to know, so thank you. Anything to say, Dan? You want to talk about his actual foot size?
Shut up.
All right.
Let's talk about James Charles. I'm conceding that you were more correct.
That's
Thank
all.
you,
That's all the
finally.
proof I need to know that he's short. That photo right there, we were just looking.
Who's short?
The one we were just reviewing. I believe he's short now.
You think Hasan's short, too? So he
Yeah.
has small feet, and he's short.
Mhm.
He looks about like 1 foot.
I believe it.
Well, I think your face
10
was
toes.
edited in that photo.
You have nothing to talk to me
No,
about
stop
on
it.
that
I
photo.
do believe it.
Okay, let's move on. Let's do the James Charles. It's, please, can you start over?
Please,
Because I was looking at this.
time is ticking.
Yes,
We're
I'll
almost
start
out of time
over.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last time we spoke about the situation between James Charles and Kayla Malik, we had just seen James's response video with all of his receipts and how he claimed that Evan came to him and
He had the
was
last
manipulated.
word.
Yes, he had
as
the
far
last
as we
word
lost, and people were actually siding with him.
More people
in the
than
comments
you would have thought. Yes,
are
there
like,
was,
why do I think he's telling the truth? That was the comment I
yep,
saw.
like 300K upvotes.
Yeah.
Insane.
And his excuse was that
He was manipulated too.
because did he acknowledge that he lied to her?
Yes, he did. He was like, I didn't know what to do. I felt so bad when she texted me. And he said that he had noticed because he flew Evan out to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
He said that in those 3 days, he started noticing things. And he caught on that Evan was bad before any of this happened. So then when Kayla texted him and said, are you with my boyfriend? He already felt horrible about it. And he was like, I don't want to tell her. How righteous.
Okay, so as somehow James Charles, who's, already confessed essentially to sexting with minors, okay?
Not in this situation. The guy is previously. 20, but he has said that he is desperate.
We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt here and say that actually he's being serious. So what happened next, Olivia?
Okay, so Kayla came out with a 3-part video response, and I have all of their screenshots that she released, and then I just have it narrated in my notes for you so I can relay all of the information.
I watched all of them. I was captivated.
You did?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so she begins by calling out how insane it is that James posted his response literally 1 hour after she had won her court case.
That is insane.
He didn't give her time to celebrate. He didn't give the internet time to celebrate.
So wait, how long was this story kind of out?
It was like, people were talking about it for a few weeks, but it really ramped up that last week because Zach went on Be Better's podcast.
He had no reason to post it.
He did not have, I understand. He clearly had, first of all, filmed it a few days before he posted it because he said that when he was posting, he was like, I hope Kayla gets justice this week. So he had pre-filmed it
so he's held it for after that?
So he was holding on to it. And then I think that he just wanted to repair his reputation because obviously it's kind of not that it wasn't already in shambles, but he's losing credibility as a friend, as a human being now, just moral. Not that he wasn't already. I think we all should have decided that James Charles was morally not okay a long time ago.
That's it. Yeah. He doesn't get the benefit of the doubt anymore.
It's just crazy that he thinks that he can repair his reputation by throwing out a bunch of text screenshots that, by the way, he did not show screenshots between him and Evan, really. Which is
right.
You were so ready with screenshots between you and Kayla, but the real question,
let's see yours.
Yeah, let's see yours. Were you pursuing him? Was he pursuing you? That's the.
We know who was pursuing who. Let's be real.
He says Evan reached out to him, but
which might it doesn't change things
still
anyways.
Kayla's
it's
friend.
still fucked up.
Yep, still knows him because that's his friend's boyfriend.
Right.
Wait, so she won a court case.
Mm-hmm.
It was a criminal case, right?
It was a criminal case. He is going to be in jail for 18 months. Let me make sure I have.
So this guy is going to jail for abusing her.
He violated his parole and
not Jimmy Lee.
They combined.
Who's on the switch back there?
Maybe.
That's me.
Yeah. Love it. They combined his offenses, and Kayla kind of described that they put it all together, and it's he's going away for both things.
The dude is a criminal. He's going to jail. Mm-hmm. So 1 hour afterwards, she probably took this after she made a statement, or did she?
She posted videos outside the courthouse. So she was like, "Yay, we won!" And then 1 hour after that, James came with all of his receipts, which now then Kayla has to answer for online. Allow her to exist online in this moment where people can celebrate her.
And she hadn't even ever said anything about James, right?
No, she did. She went on. So that podcast, by the way, the one with Jacob Sartorius, is a new podcast that they host together. So on that first episode, when she was like, I found out at Coachella that someone really fucked me over.
Okay.
And then she liked comments on TikTok that said James Charles.
So not super direct call outs. But
yeah, not at first.
So, okay. Yeah. So what's the accusation that he put it out right away to take attention
I think
from her?
just the selfishness of it all
just
is
to
to be pointed
moment?
out. Just why the fuck are you making this moment about you right now? Why can't you wait a day?
Right.
Yeah.
He's making the moment about himself.
Mm-hmm. And creating more obstacles for Kayla to have to explain her way through. This is not what she should be doing right now.
This is not what podcasting is.
This is not what podcasting is. Aw, Fid like that.
One thing that we did talk about a little bit last time, But how big James Charles is actually on TikTok?
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna send his TikTok. Go look at his views. It's not 10 million. It's not 20. It's 30 plus million views regularly.
Dude, wow.
He's one of the biggest TikTokers out there right
what
now.
What the fuck?
I know. It pisses me off so bad.
This guy sexed with minors, guys.
Yes. He's a pedophile, in my opinion.
Well, he admitted to sexting with minors.
Yep.
Like, that's not even a
get
debate. This
But
man
just
wants to
scroll-
see your armpit hair, kids.
Just scroll through here. It's not like a recent thing. It's been popping. 25 millions 1 month ago. It's insane.
So, the thing, he has some weird thing with TikTok. Because every time I say anything negative about him, no matter how innocuous, I get it removed and warned for harassment. People are on TikTok saying I fucking want babies to be murdered. Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, we must have probably gotten 20 plus videos taken down, and I'm not underestimating.
No matter what, it's like anytime anyone criticizing James,
even something silly like we have a TikTok rep, and I said, how is this our coverage of James Charles any different from, for example, NBC News or whoever other news organization covering news and crime about similar stuff? And they didn't really have any good response. But I feel like we're covering news and we're being methodical and showing evidence and stuff like that. And
is there
like,
some in there that'd be like, oh, this is too close to harassment or bullying or something? I'd be like, okay, fine. Not like 30 of them where we're just talking about his controversies.
Yeah.
Like at this point, you're aiding and abetting a fucking predator.
Yep.
Yeah, what you're
100%.
doing, essentially.
I agree.
You're running defense for a predator.
Yeah.
And not that they care. It's TikTok. They have no morals at all. They don't give a fuck about anything. So this is the video of him, I guess, the minute after after the court case, he went.
I do not support Evan Johnson in any way, shape, or
And
form.
I watched this video and I was not bought into it at all.
If you remember, the day before her court case, he posted a black screen with text that just said, I do not support Evan Johnson. And then, like, my statement is coming after she gets justice. Like, teasing his response. Just, he made it very much about himself, I felt. And I know that he didn't, I was going to say he didn't ask to be brought into it, but he did it himself, so.
I'm curious about what's going on here. 30 million views.
Freeze!
Nothing.
Time to switch gears.
He's just with his dog? That's it? He's just sitting there with his dog? What is going on? Leave your dog alone. I hate him.
Yeah, no, it's horrible.
I despise everything about him. Here he is with a glass bowl, 43 million.
I cannot believe we are back in 2014, but I know this because I've been nominated by about 1 billion
Who
of you
can even
guys.
listen to him talk? His voice is obnoxious.
And it's not even hate watchers. It has almost 5 million views. So people love him.
No. 5 million likes.
Likes. I meant likes, yeah.
5 million likes.
It's crazy.
43. So what, he's just doing an ice bucket challenge? What the fuck gives a fuck?
In my comments and messages. Originally, the ice bucket challenge trended to raise awareness for
I don't see
ALS,
ice in
Lou
that
Gehrig's
shit.
disease, which we still have not found a
that's just
cure
water.
for. But this time around, it is the USC Speak Your Mind Ice Bucket Challenge because we recently lost a student at USC due to mental health problems. I am a huge advocate for
Wait, what happened?
It was the ALS ice bucket challenge, right?
Initially.
Yeah,
Is there a cure for ALS yet?
I don't think they've knocked that one out.
We're moving on. Next.
Wait, why are we moving on?
Look, they got a shot. And
Yeah,
they blew
we
it.
tr- they
They
tried.
blew it. They had their moment.
For
Wait,
real.
we're moving on to.
mental health resources being available to everybody. And I think it's really important to be able to speak your mind and hopefully be able to get help if you are struggling.
Unless you're accusing me.
He blew it.
Unless you're accusing me, then I'm gonna block you.
Block.
At home. I'm going to nominate Camila Arujo, Alex Warren, and Haley Bailey. Fuck, I don't want to do it. Do it. Oh,
It's
so
not.
cold.
There's not even ice in it, you baby.
Yeah.
It's literally just a bowl of water.
Ah, it's fucking heavy. I can't raise it above my head.
Okay, stop. I can't.
Oh my
Guys, I can't do it.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I can't do this.
count down
I just
for
want
me,
to see
guys.
if
3,
confirm
2,
there's no ice.
1.
There's no ice.
He says it melted in the comments.
Oh,
give me
a melted in the car. How much ice was in it?
I don't know.
In the car where?
In the comments. He said it melted in the comments.
How many cubes was in that? 3?
I don't know.
He's in his backyard.
I don't know.
How much setup do you need?
Bro, if you
put the ice
give me
in the water.
He's such a phony baloney.
That's the worst thing he's ever done.
Yeah, and this guy flirts with children. By his own admission. Right? I mean,
yes.
Yeah, he
said I'm
admitted to it.
desperate.
So allegedly.
He's desperate.
So Kayla also reaffirms James's sentiment that they were not close friends, but she says that does not excuse his behavior.
Yeah, who
which I
cares?
agree with.
Well, her point was like, I've been to his house, we've made videos together. Like, they're not like besties, but at the same time, you know, they're close enough where I'm not gonna just if I'm single, let's say, I'm not just gonna show up with like let's say Jack Film's like ex-girlfriend or something and just be like, hey guys, it's like, what? That's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Jack Films.
No, that has no bearing on real life. just to be clear.
Looking for an example. I got.
I mean, I don't actively talk to him, but like we're friends. We make content together. You know,
right?
Very quickly, I did want to brush over that guy Zach who went on Be Better. We had a feeling about him that he wasn't necessarily the most credible. He did give us like valid information, like he is the reason why we know that James flew Evan out. However, there have been 3 people that I know of who have come out and accused him of messaging them when they were underage.
Oh my God!
You know what, bro? Why?
And I'm just saying this now because we reported on it. Kayla's friend went live on TikTok and he said, I don't want someone like him who tried to take like monopoly over Kayla's story to ruin.
Let's put him to the side.
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
I think that he tried to make a moment for himself and he really took advantage of a horrible situation in the first place.
I mean, yeah, he seemed pretty like shady.
Yeah. So I just wanted to let that be known. Kayla,
now, hold on.
Yes.
There's something there.
No, he projected like insane. The shit he said about James, he was like, you message kids, bro. And it's like.
Now he's being accused of the same thing.
Balls.
But what first of all, that is crazy. But also, perhaps he has a unique insight into James' mindset.
Perhaps.
Because they're one and the same.
Pedos?
Yeah, you said that, not me.
That's what the pedophiles obviously.
Well, they're accused of the exact same thing.
That's a statement of opinion, but he's admitted to talking to underage.
Everybody know a pedophile.
No.
Nah. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
I mean, the chances that you maybe know a pedophile in your life without knowing.
Nah.
Somebody in this room is probably 3 dudes that's fucking children.
No. That's that I won't agree to.
Doing that.
We're not doing that.
We're not
doing that.
No, we're not
doing that. What?
We're absolutely not. We ain't doing it.
Period.
We ain't.
Weed. This bro is all twisted up. We
doing that. Is he riding on a roller
we
coaster?
doing that? He's saying we doing that.
Doing that.
Yo, this guy's all twisted up. This James Charles TikTok thing is disturbing the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Do we want to get into the receipts?
Yeah, let me just pull up one
we
more.
should.
This one has 32 million from Coachella.
Oh, Coachella is not.
James Charles sound .wav.
Coachella is not heading the same this year. Get ready with me for day number 3. Coachella is not heading the same this year. Get ready with me for day number 3.
I will say this. He does have really nice skin. I want to know how to get.
Well, certainly.
Get ready with me for Coachella day.
How do you get nice skin like that?
Facials?
Does that really help?
Yes. I actually just scheduled one. I haven't had one in like a year.
Do you need to do it?
If you want to it depends on what your skin is like. My skin, like I'm starting to get zits again and I have acne scars. So like I want to go to get extractions to get like the zits and the blackheads out. And then I also want her to help me with the texture of my skin. And she can do that with like lasers and peels and stuff like that.
Oh, lasers.
Like the thing that I hate the most about my face skin is how big the pores look on my nose.
I think that you could probably get a peel that could help.
A
I don't
peel?
know if you
Doesn't
can
that fuck
actually
up your
scientifically
face
minimize
for a
it.
while?
Yes.
Get
a
it
peel,
off of
you'll be peeling for like 4 or 5 days.
Wow.
What's the? I've seen ones where like their whole fucking face comes off.
Yeah, that's a peel or
That's-
like a CO2 laser. Sometimes the healing it basically just like burns the top layer of your skin so that a new layer can move in.
Reminds me of
apparently that shit works.
It does. That's why I need it.
I've seen dermatologists talking about it. Like it's very extreme. That one in particular, like your entire face scabs off.
Yeah.
But it works apparently like really well.
Do you remember the poor thing? I've heard you say that a couple of times. I bet no one else in your whole life has ever noticed that. That's just a you thing.
What, the
You
pores?
only see that.
Yeah, I've never noticed that.
Yeah. I know you've mentioned that a couple of times.
okay.
That has never hit my mind.
Yeah.
And I bet
I'm
no
the
one
big
else in
four
here.
on the nose guy.
No, I'm just saying
I'm the big
that
pour on the nose
usually
girl.
with your things you see about yourself it's literally just you.
Okay, thank you for consulting.
You don't need no.
That being said, I'm going to laser the
Yeah.
entire top layer of my face.
We should go to the spa together.
Yeah.
That could be another fun little outing.
Girly
A little video.
day.
I agree.
Spas are so expensive, right? Like
They
why?
are, sadly.
It's like $300 for an
Well,
hour.
it depends on the spa. There's like We Spa is pretty. It's like an experience, and it's not too expensive.
Which one?
We Spa.
Is that a chain?
I don't know if it's a chain. It's in Koreatown.
Oh, how much is it? Like a.
How much is it?
Why are you asking Dan?
Because
I've been bidding years.
I just pulled up the website.
Oh, okay.
We Spa.
There's
Admission fee is $30 at We Spa.
$30. What do they do to you?
For general access to all their facilities. They have like heated grounds. They have
That's for you to do your
hot
own
tubs.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can also get a massage facial if you
Right.
pay extra.
That
got it.
$30.
The Koreans got the skincare down.
Yeah,
They really do.
beautiful. What a country of beautiful skin, folks.
Yeah.
Terrific, beautiful skin. Okay. Well, yeah, this guy might want to fuck kids, but he has great skin.
Yeah.
And
Baby
that's-
smooth.
Once again, he's
unrelated
to his smoothness of his skin. Maybe not.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Maybe
like,
not, Dan.
You can. No, I don't think those two things are related. I don't think so.
You never know.
Nah.
And of course, that's just his own admission that he was talking with minors. Yeah.
I see a lot of people in the chat talking about the baby foreskin thing. What celebrity was that?
That was Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
She went on Ellen's show.
Yeah, and talked about the baby foreskin cream.
Did that actually happen? I feel like that's insane.
I believe that was a South Korean thing too. So you were just
They
complimenting.
got baby foreskin from Koreans or something. She was like very
That's what she
specific.
said, I believe.
Yeah, she called it a penis facial.
Right.
That is
my God.
disgusting, girl. I know what that is, and it's not what you just said.
I didn't think you could break a penis.
Yeah, well.
All right, let me just watch this for a sec.
3. A lot of you guys were asking me what happened to my day 2 get ready video, and I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, what
I
happened?
filmed it, but I did spend almost the entire video complaining about different things that they changed at the festival this year. And when I watched it back, and when I saw your guys' comments on the video I posted yesterday morning, watching this from District 12 where influencers are so out of touch, I just deleted it. I do know that a lot of you guys really love my Coachella vlogs and behind the scenes content every single year because you want to see what the festival is actually like instead of the glorified
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ugh.
Receipts?
Yeah,
Let's get into the receipts.
We're rapidly running out of time, so
Let's
we have to get to everything.
No, we got it. We got
Okay.
it. Go. Yeah, we got it.
Okay, pull up.
Am I pulling up the screenshot?
We're just following orders.
Yeah, you click the button.
Oh, do you want me to pull this
Can you
up?
pull up the.
Well, no, I'm just buttoning Dan because he's talking too much,
Yeah,
and I just want
Dan.
to continue.
Right.
No, you're good. I
Could
didn't.
you pull it up, please?
Okay,
Thank
I
you so
pulled it up.
much. Okay, beautiful.
But the res is pretty fucking crazy.
I took the screenshot straight from her TikTok.
Oh, fair enough.
So,
Not really.
First of all,
Fair enough.
It's still readable.
is it okay?
It's fine.
I don't know how it
Read
got so
aloud.
low quality.
No, these
She
TikTokers.
didn't release the
they
like
don't know.
PDFs of it. I just had to
They're-
take.
These
No, reopen
TikTokers,
it.
they love putting like vertical into horizontal.
All right, fair
That's
enough.
their thing. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, please. Dan, you take over.
Okay, so right when Kayla and Evan went public on Instagram, this is the first time James DM'd her. Apparently,
Can you show
the only
the?
times,
yeah.
the only times they DM'd was him responding to her story, asking about her boyfriend, saying how hot he is.
Her story was just a random story about something, whatever.
So this first one where he says, girl, who is this? This is when they went public on Instagram.
And this is from 24. It's not that long ago. This is a year ago.
May 2024, yeah.
Wait, that's almost a year ago, exactly.
James, oh boy, did I fall in love with a Tennessee man. Oh God, ha ha ha. She said the only time they would text is to talk about how hot Evan was. For
He's
a full
literally
year.
so hot, girl. Oh my God, good for you.
This is so weird.
And then she comes back again. God, he's so beautiful. Oh my fucking God. At this point, you got to be like, this is getting uncomfortable.
It's a lot.
Like the first time is like, okay, you're just happy. And the second time is like, okay, she's
Are those
very
repeat?
happy.
Oh yeah, that is repeat.
No, so when it changes shape, stop there.
Oh.
What a
So
weirdo.
Those are all of the messages that he would send throughout the year when she would post him, and it would just be about Evan. Right before Kayla and Evan broke up, Evan told Kayla that he was DMing with James, which she and her friends found weird and told him. And so do you remember the selfie that he sent where he was like, why should I come to Hawaii?
Yes.
Kayla took a video in the moment of Evan opening that and being like, what the fuck?
Oh,
and so she
shit.
posted that.
Oh, she caught his ass.
Well, they were together when this happened.
Wait, hold on.
This is on their trip to Hawaii before they broke up, Kayla and Evan.
Who invited him to Hawaii?
So Evan, in his texts with James, said you should come with us next time.
That is a horrible idea.
Yeah, I agree.
What a nightmare scenario.
Totally.
So this basically, so I get it right. James Charles is texting the boyfriend.
Yep.
And the boyfriend just told Kayla, right? Or showed.
So Kayla
showed,
knew
okay.
that they were talking. It wasn't like...
Now put this in context. She's a influencer, and they've collaborated. Her boyfriend, he's a normal dude,
Yeah.
showed up one day in her stories. James is obsessing over how hot he is in a weird way. Now all of a sudden, he's in his DMs?
Yeah, so...
There is no reason for them to be talking in the DMs.
Kayla describes that the one time they met in person was at a party, and apparently they talked alone for like an hour.
That's horrifying.
Yes, so they had that moment of connection, I guess. But
That's
she was
genuinely
like, I didn't really think
horrifying.
anything happened.
So he's been plotting, is what
Yeah.
this is telling me.
What does he do? Like make missions for himself? And he's like, will I be able to do it?
He just wants to
Probably.
fuck straight guys.
He's on the top of the world, so you might be right. Like it's these weird, impossible little quests.
This
like I'm
thing-
gonna get that boy.
Yeah.
It's not, I know it's not, but this thing of like wanting to just have sex with straight guys is kind of rapey. Because it's like
It's
you're
certainly
coercing
weird to
people that
coerce-
aren't attracted to you
Yes.
to have sex with you. Either it's through
Well, it's like imagine a straight
bribing
person
or
being like, you're
benefiting.
not gay. You're not gay. Hook
Yeah,
up with me.
I was about to make that
That
comparison.
shit's-
Like,
that's
obviously,
nuts.
there's nuance here and there's differences, but I think you can draw the parallel that it would clearly. In fact, this just happened recently with JoJo on that show. What's his name? Mickey Rourke, disgusting freak.
Yeah, he is.
When she said she's a lesbian, he was like, "Not when I'm done with you," or whatever. Like, it's kind of the same mentality.
Yes.
It's just kind of like the inverse of that. It's
But,
like,
but actually, I don't think Mickey actually thinks he's gonna like have sex with
Well,
JoJo.
I don't
He's just
know,
a pig.
No, but it's the.
But
it's the
James
same
actually wants to scheme it to have sex with these guys.
right.
No, you're right. I definitely agree with it being
I think
a bit rapey.
he's a disgusting pig. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean?
No, I'm hearing you.
Because the foundation is that the boy doesn't want to have sex with,
And that's the game.
James Charles,
Right.
and I
Right.
mean by definition that is.
That's pretty rapey.
Yeah, when we.
Yeah, it sounds foul, but
when
I
you
agree.
inverse
He
it,
gets them to consent, but like
right
under duress.
It's,
it sounds
like an asterisk.
asterisk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
And he still has the audacity to come online and say, Evan manipulated me too.
Right.
The guy's an idiot.
You willingly
He's an
participated
idiot.
in pursuing this man. Please stop.
Dude, you have gotten in his DMs, whether it was him or you, I don't know, but you're a big boy. Okay.
And Kayla said he was abusive the day after they broke up, and
Right,
he
I
still
saw
texted
that.
him.
Right.
Right,
Yeah,
so
we
that-
saw that last time,
Yeah.
right?
I have them in here just so we don't forget too, as we go down the list.
So
but-
she cooked his ass. So they're on vacation in Hawaii, and is this storying or snapping?
Here, so this was, he sent an Instagram photo, and if you press play, Kayla like shows her reaction where she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, here.
And she just released this?
Yes. I did.
Her friend looks disturbed as hell.
Oh, so they kind of know.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
I don't know why TikTok does.
Fucking hate TikTok, dude.
Kayla says that she made it very clear that she suffered from abuse from Evan, and James still went for him. He knew Evan through Kayla. He did not know Evan before he met Kayla.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Well, read the message just to refresh.
Yeah, just to reiterate.
By the way, and my whole thing is, do you want to be in a painted video with your man? Once again, he's reaching out to her
for the man
to mention the guy. He wants to do the video with the guy. Clearly, he doesn't give a fuck about her.
Last time we were talking about this, you had a very interesting theory that hadn't crossed my mind when you were like, maybe he heard through the grapevine that they had broken up and this was his.
It was right afterwards,
yeah,
right?
because this was the day after they broke up, and
That's
she said that like nobody knew.
Yeah, he was fishing.
I wonder.
Yeah.
So she said, I'm not even joking. This made me piss. I broke up with him fucking last night. I saw your story was crashing out. Tune in for the 30-part Who the Fuck Did I Marry series. And he said, what? And she said, girl, he's fucking crazy. And he said, what happened? Can I have him now? Can I have him now?
What a monster. And by the way, it came out also that, wait, scroll up. I forgot what was
More?
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Well, we knew about this message, obviously, and but the thing is, it's so much more worse now that we know the behavior.
I remember.
And
it came
only
out.
time he would Instagram DM her to talk about him, and now he's like, wait, can I have him? It's like, oh, you're still
This
on
girl
that?
abused me. Can I fuck him?
Yeah, what?
And it came out that James told him about the 30-part thing because she made some comment.
Yes.
Okay, is that
I
in
have
here?
that.
Okay, yeah.
So Kayla, the last conversation Kayla had with Evan before she saw him in court at their court case last week, Evan brought up her making a 30-part series, and she found it strange that he quoted her exact text to James because that's the only person that she had said it to.
Yeah, he definitely told him that.
Yeah, Evan told Kayla.
James was showing the dude who she's accused of abusing her messages.
Kayla, she grants
so
too much
sick.
grace,
Yes,
I
she
feel,
does.
to James, because she even said, she was like, I don't know, like Evan sucks and he's a manipulator and I don't know if this is true, but he did tell me that James DM'd him to warn him that I was going to make a series, and I think he definitely
She
did
was
that.
extremely overly fair.
She has been so graceful throughout the entire process.
I agree. I also had that impression.
Yeah. So James did not text Kayla after she posted her He Does Not Love You series. He
Okay.
texted her when it went public that he was potentially an asshole and like screwing her over.
And that he was outed by somebody else, right?
He was outed by Zach.
By Zach.
And then after
Who we'd
Zach
forgotten.
posted, James texted Kayla and Zach right away. And James had never texted Zach before. And remember, he said it was like 10. I mean, I don't know how reliable of a narrator Zach is. I would actually say he isn't. But he said 10 minutes after his video, James was in his DMs.
After her video?
After Evan posted his like James, or not Evan,
Saying that
after
it's about
Zach
him?
posted that James flew Evan out,
Yeah.
James was in Zach's DMs. He did share those screenshots. I just am not sure if the timeline.
Dude, he is such a fucking perverted freak. I don't know how anybody. This guy is a danger to
Mhm.
children, and TikTok, they're protecting. They are aiding this predator, dude.
It's just like, what
He's a sick fucking guy.
What type of friend are you if you feel that
type of friend? He's Hannibal Lecter.
literally, because he's like, I flew him out. I felt that that something wasn't right, so I told him to leave. Which, by the way, goes exactly against what Zach said. When Zach said that he extended his trip to stay longer, and then your friend comes out with a video detailing with very, very credible like receipts that this guy that you lied to her about abused her, and you still didn't text her. You know that you lied to her. You already
You
want to
know what
about
happened?
that part.
He saw everything as just another opportunity to coerce him to sleep with him.
Bro, I genuinely don't know how someone moves through the world in the way like
He's a psychopath.
Don't you feel guilt?
No, he doesn't. He must not.
She's already suffering so much, and you're like, let me make it better for me and worse for you.
He must.
Like, it's weird.
All right, what else we got?
I genuinely
here?
don't understand.
Is
Okay,
there-
so the second Zach posted his exposed video of James texted Kayla asking if she was at Coachella because he needed to talk to her.
Right.
We have these texts.
Is that?
I wish I could show you guys her whole thing, but
we didn't. We talked about it last time, but in that text exchange where she says we broke up, she literally says the word abuse. She said that he was abusive and did the worst.
We saw her
things
write it, didn't we?
Yeah, we talked about it last time, but
yeah, no, so.
Here's the Coachella screenshot.
I wish I could show you guys the whole thing. There's 3 videos and they're all like 10 minutes long, so it's
Yeah.
kind of long, but I would watch it on TikTok.
I would.
It's definitely a good watch.
Do we want to read this?
Go ahead, yeah.
Do you want me to be James? Are you here at Coachella? Yeah, I am. Where are you? Can I talk to you? Like, I'm sorry, can you approach this a bit more gently?
Chill.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, why are the urgency? It's like, be a little bit nicer. Honestly, is it okay if we talk about this tomorrow? I'm with my friends right now. Yes, of course it is. I lied to you and I shouldn't have. I felt guilty for weeks, but I didn't know how to tell you and I owe you the truth. But I want to explain to you what happened from my mouth, not this Zach guy. And then you can feel however you want to. You have every right to. Yeah, you're right. There's not much to explain, but I definitely want to talk tomorrow. And he said perfect.
She is alpha as fuck.
Yeah, I love her.
Dude, he is such a freak, bro.
Mhm.
Here it is in black and white. He lied to her face so that he could try to fuck her straight ex-boyfriend who abused her.
He claims they had no physical sexual encounters.
Oh, there was an accusation that they jerked off together, right?
Yes, Zach did say that happened.
So, so that's what
how
happened.
much is true?
The Zach
what-
stuff we find maybe suspect now. Zach
So
claimed to see a
I think
video of
I
it.
think Zach did not want to have sex with James because he's straight.
Evan.
Or Evan, whatever. And then James is like, then let's just jerk off together.
think?
That's okay, right?
I mean, it's a real
Maybe.
allegation that exists out there.
And-
like Zach did say that happened.
And he didn't deny that. He said, like, I didn't touch him
The
sexually.
wording was weird.
Yeah.
He said we did not have a physical sexual relationship in any capacity.
Why
which is
so
like
specific?
Physical.
Yeah.
So specific.
You don't.
What, like we sexted,
No,
we sent nudes.
Why would you say it's
He
physical?
basically just admitted to it.
Just say we didn't have a sexual relationship.
That's exactly what he should have said
Yeah.
if that were true.
We didn't
do
know if it
anything
is.
together. We didn't.
They jerked
We
off.
didn't touch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. So James didn't care until it was made public. Kayla was like, you clearly did not care until you were exposed. James was blowing up her phone and seemed to feel really bad, but she says that does not change the way that she sees him, and she didn't answer him after that. Kayla said that she's going to post another part. I watched it for us. Kayla says she does not doubt that James dropped Evan after he saw the proof in her video, but what hurt her the most is that he didn't believe her word in the first place.
He only dropped him when it became like impossible for him to pursue.
Exactly.
That guy was going to jail.
Yes, and like the world knew that he was horrible.
That guy was going to jail.
But dude, does James even really care about his image? Like he's been through.
Why should he?
He's
Yeah,
put others through so much.
He's chilling. He's doing better than ever.
Yeah, like
Even-
this is kind of his least
Oh.
crazy scandal, but
Yeah.
That's true.
he really wanted to fix it. Kayla says that she thinks it's very funny that James loves to insert receipts, except for the screenshots of messages between him and Evan.
Show the receipts.
Show the receipts. Let's see.
What did you guys talk about?
Yeah. What did you guys talk about? Movies? Do you talk about your top 5 movies? James responded in his stories, like a text post. Let's read it, and then we can close the book on James.
Okay.
And we can continue to
There we
celebrate Kayla. Okay, this says, I watched Kayla's videos last night, and I'm grateful that she did not feed into the lies that she was told by Zach while also expressing how I upset her. I said in my original video, and I'll say it again, Kayla, I'm sorry that I was ever involved with this compulsive liar, and I'm more sorry
Shut
that my
up.
involvement hurt you. She said in her video that she wasn't sure which stories from Evan were true, and there seems to be some confusion about my involvement before their breakup. I want to make it clear, I absolutely did not pursue Evan or have a secret plot to take him from Kayla. As you will see, Evan reached out to me multiple times. I politely responded and then ended the conversation. I offered to privately share these messages directly with Kayla so she could see what actually happened, but now I will share them publicly, hopefully to make them clear. What he gave wasn't much.
What did he show?
So he showed
of course, and then they go super fast.
So it's basically him responding, like Evan is responding to his stories in the screenshots that he released. It's Evan texting
What does he
first.
show that's so interesting? Oh, that he texted him first?
Yeah, that's
That doesn't mean
basically, and
anything.
like
Show
he's
me,
pursuing
who
me, I
texted?
guess. But it's your friend's.
What did he say? What did they say?
Here,
It was good to meet you, brother.
That was at the party when they talked.
Hope you get home safe, man.
I'm in bed safely, about to knock out. Good night with a heart. That's good to hear. That's crazy you went the whole night sober, knock out the big shit in the morning.
I mean, there's a good chance that this guy is also
clout chaser.
he's also, he's clout chasing.
He wants to be, this famous guy followed him back on Instagram. And
Yeah, he's clout chasing.
Yeah, certainly.
It's part
you
of the
don't
deal.
have a career.
This is kind of Harvey Weinstein shit. It's like, you want to make it in this town, then let's jerk off together. Like, that's what's happening.
Allegedly, maybe. We don't know.
Allegedly, maybe.
Right.
One of the
That's in my
possible
opinion.
things that happened.
I mean, I knew Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. Disclosure, I don't have that. Obviously, any privileged information. This is
right.
My
Okay,
And then
here's the
James
next.
said, I'm happy that Kayla got justice for what Evan put her through. And like she said, she deserves to celebrate. I genuinely wish her the best and pray that she continues to win with her abuser staying behind bars.
Shut up.
I know, right? Kayla
Then you should
posted
be in
something
jail.
just being like, LOL. But she came out about 1 hour before we went live. I didn't have time to watch the whole thing. She posted a podcast episode called Bye Sisters. So I will be watching that. And if there are any
Ooh, Bye
updates,
Sisters.
I'll be in touch.
Bye, sister.
This guy's like, I want to raise awareness for mental health while simultaneously traumatizing
An already traumatized girl.
a group of young boys and this girl here.
And an already vulnerable.
I think he would unironically have a much bigger impact on the world by just stop being a creep and predator.
I mean, yeah, I think that everybody he would benefit from it too.
Of course.
I just think
Yeah.
that it is so crazy the way people co-opted Kayla's story and it's been made into this entire spectacle when like really what we should just be doing is listening to Kayla's story and not trying to like go after the abuser. You know, maybe we shouldn't sexually pursue our friends' abusers.
Seems
Period.
pretty common sense.
That seems reasonable.
It seems common sense.
Yes, and it seems that Kayla and James will not be mending their friendship, understandably.
Listen, James, I'm not afraid to say this. James
that make
Charles
sense?
is the Harvey Weinstein of TikTok.
That's a compelling argument.
I mean, I knew.
In my
Harvey
opinion.
Weinstein.
In your opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So bye, sisters.
Bye, sisters.
I'm gonna watch that after this.
So, anywho, that's all we have to say about that, right?
Yes.
I think so.
We talked about Tiny Feet. We talked about
We did.
James Charles. We talked about our movies. Tomorrow, how long we been going? We done it, right?
We've been going for a long time. There are a handful of big donations that came in that I want to read off real quick before we end. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here we go. $100 here. I want to shout out for my pal Chloe and say happy 28th birthday. We're both teachers at an elementary school, and we befriended each other when we found out that we both are huge H3 fans. She's an amazing friend, teacher, and all-around human. Can we get a hey girly? She sure can.
I love teachers.
Teachers are heroes.
The backbones,
You're both heroes. You're also
everyone.
heroes for watching this show. We respect that so much about you. Happy 28th birthday.
Totally.
Here's another $100 one. Celebrating hitting a major Instagram milestone. Broke 10K after 6 years and 125K across all platforms.
Nice.
Here's to you, family. Congratulations. That is...
What's their name?
Huh?
What's their name?
Their name is...
Cheers, my dude. Love ya.
Love ya.
Their name
Homo.
is Nick Boris.
Ooh.
Nick Boris. What
Nick
kind
Boris.
Sounds like he makes tech. I bet he makes tech content.
Nick makes tech content?
I don't know.
Just based off of the name?
Yeah.
Could be.
Oh, he does nature. He does wildlife stuff. Wait, is this the guy who did the?
Oh.
Wait, Nick Boris photography. Wait,
There
this
might be
looks
multiple.
AI.
No, they're not AI.
That's a real photo.
Well, I don't even know if this is the right account.
Nick Boris photography.
No.
And it has 14,000 followers. That's what he said he got, right?
No.
Oh.
It said 10,000.
Oh.
No, I think.
Anywho.
That's the only Nick.
be him.
The Nick Boris comes up here. Let's see. This one has. I think it might be him.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I believe it.
But so wait, hold on, hold the phone.
I think so. They said they broke 10K after 6 years.
They slammed
Don't you
10K
think so?
is what they did. Wow, these photos are amazing.
Well, this is you, Nick Boris?
That's crazy.
That is so cute.
It looks like AI.
Oh.
This does not look real. This photo, this does not look real, right?
I I don't know
beautiful.
why.
I think it's just his style, but
I'm not accusing him of faking it, by the way.
I think it
just
looks
beautiful.
It looks real.
The reason I think it's him is because there's
I'm
a
not
web-
accusing him of faking it. I'm just saying it looks ethereal.
Ethereal.
gorgeous.
That's a better way of putting it.
Fucking duck, goddamn black. Beautiful. Look, what is this? Have you ever seen a duck less beautiful before? Black spotted duck?
I have. I happen to be a big fan of ducks, but not to say that that isn't a beautiful duck. It is.
I've never seen that. Is an amazing. Wow. Are you really out there with bears, bro? And the babies?
Bears and the babies. That's so cute.
Nick, don't get. I don't want to hear Nick Boris got mauled to death. Okay.
I hope not.
All right. Anyway, thanks for the dono and
Thank
congratulations.
you for $100 and congrats again. And yeah, stunning photography.
Oh, he says it's me.
It is
That's
you.
him.
Okay, very good.
That's really good.
Here's another $100 one. Graduating college tomorrow and just accepted my first real job teaching first grade. Hey, another teacher. Been watching since 13 and can finally afford to donate a little. Thank you for a decade of entertainment during my most influential years. Olivia and Lena, I look up to you girls so much. Peace and love. That's from Christina Williams. Thank you, Christina.
Thank
I
you.
love you. I look up to you, Miss Teacher.
The teachers are the backbone of America.
That's literally, yes.
Where would we be without the teachers?
Here is a $50 donation. Jablonski here. Great hanging out with you guys. I don't think the musicians will ever work with me again, so everyone in the audience, please enjoy the video. That would help make the whole experience less regrettable for me. I think he's memeing. It seemed like everybody had a good time. But thank you, Steve.
He was such a great guy.
He's the best.
Such a chill dude.
So nice.
Yeah, nice. What a guy. What a guy.
Let's see. Here's another $50 one. I think this was somebody listing their favorite movies. 1, Passion of the Christ. Wow. 2, Glory. Fantastic movie.
Passion of the Christ? Who said that?
That's the Mel Gibson.
No, I know what it is.
Jackson Kenyon is their name.
No offense, but that's kind of a psychotic first choice.
A lot of people love that movie. I don't know.
It's kind of wild.
It's kind of not.
Well,
But
that's
okay.
their number 1.
I mean.
Number 2 is
just
Glory.
Just be honest, right?
Number 2 is Glory, which I think is a fantastic.
That's the Civil War movie, right?
Yeah, with
that's a
Matthew
good
Broderick, or what did you call him earlier? Andrew Broderick, or
Sir
is a-
Matthew Broderick. Thank
Sir
you very
Matthew
much.
Broderick.
Is he been knighted?
No,
I
and
think so.
I was, and I have no idea where that came from.
He's
But
not
I-
even English.
I don't know where I heard that, and I just went with it for years.
Okay.
Interesting.
There it is.
A lot of great actors in that movie, actually. Denzel Washington, really young Denzel. Might
Very
have been
good
one of his
movie.
first movies.
Very good movie.
Yeah.
What else?
And number 3, We Were Soldiers. Criticism welcome. Okay, so they
So
were open to the
that's-
criticism.
Yeah, I think I offered it.
Shout out to Ethan for putting on a show for Wednesday this week, regardless of working on a main channel video. Also, shout out to the crew for always holding it down. Love you guys. That's from Brandon Brooks.
True.
Thank you very much. And finally, Madison Tweed. Hi, family. Lost my 8-year-old dog to liver disease over the weekend. It's
Oh,
my
no.
first show without her. Can I
sorry.
get a hey girly for my Ruby girl? My family had a dog named Ruby. It's a great name.
Sending you so
Sorry
much
about your
love.
loss. And yes.
I promise you that all our dogs that we loved in life are waiting for us.
I believe that.
I believe you. I fully believe you. And $100 or 100 ARS Argentina, maybe?
I think so, yeah.
From Jerry Seinfeld. I guess he lives down in Argentina now.
Yeah.
I like the H3 podcast, but I'm not the real Jerry. Sorry for the confusion.
Oh.
Well, that's very
See,
misleading.
that's so confusing because your picture looks just like
Your
Jerry.
picture is of Jerry, or at least somebody who looks like Jerry, and your name is Jerry Seinfeld.
That's wait. Just to say, he donated 100 ARS, which is
Argentina, I think.
What's the name of the currency?
Pesos.
Argentina. ARS.
currency.
Pesos.
But anyway, 100 ARS is 80. Wait, it's 8
Argentine
cents
pesos.
according to Is that possible?
No shot. Oh, wow. Yeah,
So
no,
it's
the
8
conversion's
cents.
insane.
Yeah.
8 cents? Jerry?
Listen, this is, first of all, it's not the real Jerry.
I'm not even getting 8 cents. They're taking like what? They take 15%? Now I'm only getting like what, 5 cents here?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jerry.
I
That
think
is
it
true.
is the real Jerry.
is true. Oh,
Look
you
at
think
the
it is the
picture.
real
Yeah,
Jerry?
look at the picture I sent it.
Argentine
does.
pesos. Yeah.
It does look like Jerry Seinfeld.
I think
That's
it's the real one.
I think he's lying. All right, many other people donated. However, we are way over, and we need to get out of here. So thank you all.
Thank you,
everybody, for your support.
Yes, thank you to our members. Thank you guys so much. If we didn't read your donation, I apologize, but we will read them, and we are very grateful for that. AB's having fun back there.
Sorry, I'm learning it.
Everybody, tune in tomorrow, members anyway. The girls will be here. I will be at home working on this project, and I'll be back on Friday for everybody. And also, I'll say it now, but I'll say it again. Monday, we're having off. Right. It's a national holiday.
It is. It is.
Which is good, because I'll have another chunk of time to work.
What's the holiday?
Huh?
Is it Memorial Day?
What do we do on Memorial Day? Anything fun?
Buy mattresses, I think.
Nice. Love that.
It's OWT Wales' birthday, you guys. 25.
Oh, happy birthday, my dude.
Brother.
Oh, they got $10. They said below. It's midnight in the UK, which means it's my 25th birthday. Can someone on the crew try and pronounce this, please? Oh God. So I've talked to them before. They're Welsh, and they put a saying in Welsh. Here, Ethan, why don't you take a crack at this?
Yeah, you got
You're
this.
a pronunciation king.
Okay.
If you could try and pronounce that, please.
What? DW? That's not a word. In no language is DW a word.
It is in Welsh.
I don't even believe them. Dwayne, is it okay? Dwayne Siard Craig Camrig Arhainobeard May Heinin Walgoff.
I felt that was good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Isn't Flemish like? I thought Flemish was similar to like German and Dutch.
Well, is this Flemish?
No, it's not Flemish. It's Welsh.
Oh, Welsh.
Yeah. Here's what Google says it's pronounced like.
Dwi'n siarad Cymraeg ar hyn o bryd, mae hynny'n wallgof.
Walshkoff. Wow. Okay, it's spelled.
It's a tough one.
First of all, Walshkoff. It's spelled WALLGOF. Walshkoff.
It's pretty out there. It's a pretty out there one. Well, anyways, OWT, thank you for your support as always, and happy birthday, my guy. My guy. All right. Sorry, we were saying goodbye.
That's
Ethan.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys on Wednesday or Friday. Everybody have fun tomorrow. Ta-ta for now.
Bye-bye.
Cold your smile as silver screen and only says goodbye.